Hi there. Hi Diamond, hi Stomp, how you doing? Well, I've tried resting. I've given my best shot, you know. I've tried my best. I've tried my best, but I simply cannot. I'm struggling a lot, you know. With this whole rest thing. That's because bore my ass after finishing Ted Lasso. I look like shit. Wait, what? Ted Lasso? Who's Ted Lasso? Oh, it's a movie. Was it really that good? TV show? Oh, I see. Did you just finish it, or was it like? Because going straight from an emotional TV show to my stream could be a bit shell shocked, you know. I just. Red Dead 2. Red Dead Redemption 2. Well, hope this live stream won't be too much of a shell shock for you then, because yeah. Anyway, well then, it feels very awkward for me to just move on to write to the for. It's already making me apologies. No, you don't need to apologize. It's fine. I just a bit awkward for me to like move into my typical stream persona, you know, just getting to work and such. But alright. What shall we do today, I hear no one ask, and I'm so glad you asked. You see, additional pages open which aren't quite necessary. You see, we're getting to work on the video. Yeah, I tried resting, didn't work out for me all that well, so back to work we go. And that is the 5D chess. Alright. What's the point of the game? Well, the point of the game is that it's just one dimension. So what we'll need for this, I imagine, is we need some kind of... Well, we could actually render the intro last, as always, because then if I render the intro last, all of the things will be in there and it just ties everything nicely together. So, chess with more dimensions, which means we'll have this going from looking from both and just chess. The text chess, that's it. I mean, because literally 3 hours in the past 60 hours. Oh, right, and good night. Have a good one. Good night, bye, see ya. Have a good one indeed. And I'll just get back to this, okay. I feel like deep yellow would be nice. Nope, not scripting yet. We'll get to it soon. Bye, Stump. Bye, have a good one. We'll need a chessboard, and we'll need chess pieces. And ideally... Oh no, those two might not come together quite as nicely. First of all, let's do like a deep yellow. I feel like that would just fit in the general theme. Then for the background, we will not actually... Will we go for the typical backgrounds I use? Fine-ish. Remove these geometry nodes because they make things a tad bit confusing. Then instead do a 10, a 10, a 10. Then texture, coordinate, mapping. And then we need some kind of texture for the background. Would be a splendid texture. Oh my goodness, I still have all the things open from when I was working on the video. Why not 10 of my PC since then? I might have not. Oh gee whiz. These are very squarish, which I feel like would really nicely go with the theme. Yeah. There we go, displacement. Wait, did I save it anywhere? Oh, I still didn't save it. Did I not? No, I did save it. Okay, just dimensions. Right, lovely. Frames. Height, obviously that's an important one. Metallic would be another. There we go. Splendid, splendid, lovely. Splendid, splendid, lovely. We'll just reduce this 0.1, and then we'll turn it into chessboard. Hi, the Magalo. Hi, welcome. You like chess, huh? Well, you might have come to the right place for this, because I am making a video about chess. The 5D chess, to be more exact. It's a bit much. There we go. Higher, and then should we do it in some kind of clever way, or should we do it in a simple way? I imagine simple would be better. Do I not have a single chessboard model? I used to make videos including chess. My first long form video was about, well, the base second long form video had the premise about chess, because the whole analogy of, well, not really, damn it, long day, alright? So, where are my models? Where's my models? There they are. Okay, so somewhere right here, I do vaguely remember I have chairs and chests, no chess. That's a pickle. I vaguely remember having a chessboard. Was it the board? Boat, bottle, box, building. I might not have a board. I even have a wizard. That's just a hat. I really don't have chess. No. I could look through my old video files, but I don't even know if I have them. It's been a long time since then. We might just need to make a chessboard. Well, I suppose no harm in that. I suppose no harm in that indeed. We'll have wood. Now you might be wondering, make it, why are you going to spend so much time on just making a chessboard instead of on working on the actual important things of the video? Why are you spending so much time on the background? Why are you spending so much time on this just irrelevant things? And to that I tell you, I haven't got a clue. Just feels appropriate. If I'm gonna make a silly video about 5D chess, it just feels appropriate that I put an unreasonable amount of work in. And unreasonable, I don't mean in this case as a grant, I just mean disproportionate. What does this look like? That's almost it, not quite. Worn won't work. Would find that. This might work. Yes, I feel like this could be perfect. So, texture coordinates. I said texture coordinates mapping within value 3. There we go. Splendid, splendid, splendid. Then displacement to displacement, as always. I need some kind of proper background. Is this too dark? And what better background than the classical make it space? Trademark pending. There's always noise, there's always, you know the deal by now. Unless you don't, in which case, well, you'll see. Color on, plugin, strength, I need 2 of them, I need math, add this. this one being bright. Actually, this one multiplied by 20, I think. Yeah, should be fine. And then we... So, these will be the stars. Splendid. And this will be the nebula. There we go. Classic. Now for the color, we could actually give it some kind of color, but I feel like that would ruin it. I genuinely feel like that would ruin it. Instead we're going to turn this up to 100, just to make this a bit brighter. And now if I render an image, I don't think it will be visible. Oh, it is kind of. Yeah. I would say not too terrible of lighting. I could have done a much worse lighting job. It's fine. So then what we need is we need to divide the chessboard as such. That's because right here we'll have this on the edge with negative 0.95. 9 means negative 0.9. And then this 0.9. 1, 2, 3. That should divide it evenly, that should divide it evenly. Now these will function as a squares, if I'm not mistaken, if I do remember correctly. Chessboards have 8 squares. I could be wrong! Haven't been in the chessboarding business for a while. Wood, we need 2 additional wooden textures, and that will be wood black, wood white. In which case, obviously, it will be hue, saturation value, and we just 0.1. Let's just... why is... Get off. There we go. Splendid. And then right here, hue, saturation value, and let's see if setting it to a 1 or 2. Not bad, but I would also like to decrease the saturation, I think. And right here... Yeah, I think that should be fine. I think that should be absolutely a-okay. So... Actually, no. Before we do that... what we need is we need to... Oh my goodness. 0.01. 0.1. All of it to just wood. Then let's set it all to white. Extrude, apply, and now let's select the white texture and let's just every single one. And that I think, yeah, because if we just remove the middle, it's still gonna have the delicate black. The sides are not selected. That's actually not exactly what I wanted. That is not what I wanted at all. I wanted the sides to also have the color applied, but I'm tempted to do it because it would look ever so slightly better, but I know no one will care and I'm just gonna be wasting my time. But then again, my time isn't really worth anything, and kind of wasting my time is what I do. Let's see. Does it look fine? It doesn't look terrible as a chessboard, I'd say. Then we need the pieces. For the pieces, I feel like I should... I should just use letters. Yeah, there are limits. And... oh my goodness. I need to do it with geometry nodes. Will I need to do it with geometry nodes? Let me think. Oh, the point of the game. Well, the point of the game is chess with more dimensions. You have your x like this, your Y like this. Each time you make a move, a new board gets added on the time dimension. Now, unlike in normal chess, okay, so we just need. I have such a headache. I've spent I spent last 7 hours streaming and playing 5D chess, sometimes both. Learning 5D chess. Playing isn't bad. Playing is fine. Learning is the bitch. Yeah. What I need is... Okay, I think I've got it. If we make geometry nodes this negative 4.3, 0.4.3, I'm such an idiot. Negative 0.4.3. There we go. Geometry nodes. Then.
Hi there.
Hi, my goodness, I had you loud. Hold on. Okay, there we go. Now we need string to curve. Fuck. I'm developing a migraine. Fill. Extrude. Right there. Splendid. Now let's take pawn, for example. It needs to be smaller, it needs to be in the center. Beautiful. I think this should be just fine. Absolutely way lower offset. Transform, combine. Did you finish 5D chess first puzzle? I finished a bunch of them. Actually, once I learned the rules, I did all of the knight ones in a single guess, because, like, once you learn the rules, it's not bad. The only problem is that it is a bit of a bureaucracy hell, I would say. It really is. Yeah, well, basically, there are just a lot of rules you need to get your head around, but once you do, then it's quite fun, I'll be honest. Math. Fact, I imagine this. Oh, this one needs to be odd. We're going to go top left corner to top right. And then shit. Okay. Set material. Almost done. I'm almost done, and then we'll have it be rendering the background, which will mean I won't be wasting time, which means we can get back to playing 5D chess. Store, named attribute, bright and color.
Are you gonna denote the pieces with the initial letters?
Yep.
How so?
What do you mean?
I mean, like, like why? Yeah.
How so? Well, I mean, just like this.
No, I mean, like, why did you decide on, like, oh my god, I'm coming off so. How do I manage to, like, be coming off so rude without, like, I'm just. I give up.
Okay. There we go. So this will be the value of offset to the first position. This will be the value of offset to the index. And now what we need is we need to package it into a single node in which we'll have a string going in like this. This will be our piece, right? What's more, we can do it in a clever way, which means using a menu switch if we really wanted to, and that is with a string. So We to change the name. I don't remember. I don't think there was actually. I mean, I did in some kind of way that allowed me to change the name of the menu switch, but I don't remember how. Might have been with the name of the input. It's a bit silly. Because we'll have P, which obviously will be the pawn. Can I rename this? Oh, I can. Splendid. P. I can't remove the A, and that's idiotic. There has to be a way. Be certain this is the way. Yup. Oh, how good it feels to be always right. So, we'll have how many pieces there are? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right? 1, 2, 3, 3 on one side, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pawn, rook, then knight, bishop, queen, and king. I think that's all of them. Pawn, rook, so right here we'll have a pawn, rook, knight, bishop, queen, and king. That's now king. Splendid. Splendid. First choice. Alright. Make into a group. This will be our first choice. Oh, fucking again, I'm spending so much time on this. No reason whatsoever.
I mean, you enjoy doing it, no?
Arguable. Okay, let's go up. And let's just make 3 of them for now. No need to overdo it. And the only reason I could do it, but fuck it. 3. It's fine. Position 3. 1, 3, which means right here, and then we'll have 4, 5, and 7. 7 should be the last one. Means there we go. I'm sorry, couldn't have noticed that the other one doesn't appear to exist. Any particular reason? 7 was right in here. Because of course, it has to be a negative right here. There we go, splendid. So now this will allow us to position our pieces, and we want to I think this is as good as it's gonna get. 55. Appears to be good enough. I'm willing to leave it there. Alright. Then, now we have done this, we can create some kind of chessboard position. We don't need anything fancy, we just need something, well, ideally something simple would be much better. Because positioning them manually will probably be the wiser choice. Right here, this will select if they're white or black. And then, do I need anything else? I could have, oh, that would be clever. I could have a mix. That would be very useful later on. We could do a mix between the two each time. Like this. It's really clever. I know I'm not explaining much of what I'm doing, but don't worry, Ron, I will get to it soon. I have a reason, I always do. Like this.
Up until this moment, I could kind of follow you, but I completely lost it right now.
Yeah, the point is that this will allow us to create movement with our pieces. I could add one more thing, which is right here in size. This which will allow us to control the size of our pieces. Okay. Now, what do I need? Let's take a look at this. But the point again is it's in one dimension. So I have x like this, your y like this. So simple enough. Set all of them to a 1, and then we need some kind of chess position. That's all we need. I just do simple, like a king, a queen, a something, and whatever. we'll have a queen at the bottom. Like this. We'll have king next to her. We won't do all of them because, well, it's ridiculous. More ways of time than I already am. Splendid king. Go to leeches and randomly pick out the game. No, because I specifically want something that doesn't have many pieces because, you know, it won't be actually relevant. We won't need many pieces. So I'd rather pick like a small kind of game. So let's just like this.
I love how the pieces are glowing wood.
Yeah, I'm just trademark. So how I roll. Let's also do a knight.
Oh dang, airplane.
That's fine, whatever, good enough. We don't, as I mentioned, we don't need many pieces. We'll do 5 on each side. And now right here, we plug them all in. And on the other side, instead of having, we'll turn one pawn into a rook and the other one into a bishop. Then the king will be just here. And instead of the queen, let's do the rook. Why not? There we go. Is this clear? As clear as it's gonna get. Doesn't matter, we still much time with this already. Let's do 50. Because the whole point will be for me to showcase the dimensions, not really the chessboard. I'm assuming everyone watching the video will know how chess works. What's the point against the chessboard dimensions? Alright, so let's do the typical thing, which means chessboard appearing. Beautiful. Yeah, I promise that's backwards. There we go. Yeah, we can leave it for it, we can have it render, and then we can go ahead and do some research in quotes. And the reason why it's in quotes is because, well, let's be real, I just want to play some more 5D chess. Yeah, I'm actually, you know, I think I'm fine with leaving it in more samples. I don't want the background. The most recent video I had to speed it up. Is the board flipped? I actually thought about trying to do it properly with, you know, with the white and black and all the corners, because I know that the corners matter, the way the corners are so, but then I realized I don't actually quite care, and I'm just gonna leave it as such. Okay. I think I've gotten a bit better since the last stream, because I stopped doing puzzle and started playing, and it is quite something. If I move this here, let's go like this. And to keep it interesting, let's... that will lose me. Yeah, let's not keep it interesting just yet. This is nice because this will threaten the... Oh my goodness, I didn't turn off the animations. Why does it by default start with them turned on? Absolutely not. Who wants this? I mean, it's a nice animation, don't get me wrong, but... Oh, you move the queen. Quite ballsy, I will say. Quite rather ballsy. But this... Ooh. Check! Mate! As I mentioned, I have gotten a fair bit better. That was... easy. My goodness. That was... really easy. Fine, let's try that. And so that was the regular AI. Let's try the aggressive then. I haven't played the game against the aggressive yet, but at this point I am quite consistently winning against the regular one. So I imagine the only next move is to play against the aggressive, which I think that's the strongest one. The balance, I don't know what balance means, but aggressive. Okay.
I think they might be equally strong, just with different game style.
Well, I am more tempted than was the aggressive then. Should make it more interesting. And I really like my knight. It's symmetric, it's not nice. And now it's not. Oh, still kind of in a way could be. I can't even... Well, I suppose this would be nice. It's nice having twice the bishops. Oh my goodness, really? Just like that. Ballsy, ballsy, ballsy indeed. Oh wowza, oh wowza. Yeah. Aggressive, clearly. You don't fuck around. Checking me again, but... This queen check is useless. Utterly useless. I suppose the main issue is that my knight is useless as well. I, however... this to force out the king. And the reason why forcing out the king will be important is because then I can... No, that's worthless as well. Oh, I can take the bishop, didn't even realize. I'm sorry, was that a double check? Because if that was a double check, I'm pretty certain if we keep going, I will eventually. Me brain hurts, don't worry, you'll get used to it. Oh, you gotta double check. Because this also sets up the knight for a certain... my favorite move is checkmating with the knight. For some reason, I don't know why, knight is just the best unit in this game. Check. Timon, what were you were saying?
I think I'm confused. Like, those. Can you unzoom a bit?
Yeah, sure.
The present and the past. Is that what the thingamajig says? The present.
No,
so
this is the present.
Ah, I see. All right. I was confused a bit about how the timeline worked, but all right.
Oh, you're getting desperate.
Hi there, Mashrit.
I'd rather take the knight. The reason why I'd rather take the knight, and I think even the rook. Oh, you pissed off the king! Oh yeah, you moved right here. Okay, that's where you pissed off the king, that makes sense.
But how did you get into the future?
No, this is just my next move. This is still on the same tile. These are just all the moves I'm playing on the boards. So this one is kind of useless, although I wouldn't mind taking the queen and then moving my own queen to a more advantageous position, I'd say. Oh! Holy shit! This has potential to be incredible. Ah, fuck, the rook though. Fuck. Ah. You suck, you know that? You absolutely suck. Oh, this, I mean, I can suppose take you, that doesn't really matter. Well, there is a... is there a... No, there isn't much of a risk. Okay, so we'll have this, we'll have that. Oh, this is so close. If it wasn't for this fucking rook in the back, I guess we'll need to play it a bit slower and then just add a queen. Actually, kind of discovery check. Yeah, that's what I mentioned previously about how I'm going to take away the queen right here and then create a new one for myself. Oh. Well, fortunately or unfortunately. Oh no way! Have you really just outplayed me like that? Quite unfortunate. I think I might have lost it. Only I think I might have lost it. Playable. Ah, so close. So unbelievably close. Wait, shouldn't the knight be able to take it? No, because it's not in the middle, right? I thought the knight was on the set, was right here. That's incorrect. Which means... I suppose I can just run away the king. The question is where? I move right here. Ah, because you're attacking the past. Of course you're attacking the past. My brain should say, don't worry, it's not as complicated as it looks. The problem is I'm fucked more than anything. Apparently there is a move around it, though. I can escape back into the past, I imagine. I imagine that is the move. Ah, that will cost me. That will cost me a fair bit. This is the furthest back I can go. Which, honestly...
Why?
Well, because I don't have the odd moves where I could move. Honestly, it isn't too terrible. Because if I check them... Oh, we're playing on two boards now. There we go. Hell yeah. This is great! Oh shit, I need to take it with a knight. Oh my, the skewer would have been so beautiful.
Can you still go to the boards on the future?
Yeah, but I really don't want to. Because in the future there is nothing but a mate awaiting me.
And do you have to like win on one, like either you or the AI has to win on one board?
You have to
all,
checkmate
like...
one king.
Ah, alright.
There we go. The strongest AI. Take the L. In this case, this actually is comically simple mate because it's just a mate. What is this one? Oh, this is also a really simple mate. That's it. They're all just mates. That's it. I mean, I won is kind of a disappointing game. What about the balance strong? What's the balance strong all about?
Well, congrats on your win.
Ah, there we go. Let's make another advantageous board, just in the meantime. Oh, buddy, you don't want to play this with me. Because I have a habit of absolutely... Yeah, you need to go in the past now. Oh, this is great. Fuck yeah, let's challenge you on two of them. Of course you need to go in the past now. What is the problem here? The problem is you're attacking my king. If I do this, yo, you can still go over the boards, which means I would need to... Oh my goodness, there are 3 checks awaiting them. If only I can save my... Well, I can just take the bishop. That was even easier than the aggressive one. Oh, heck yeah.
Congrats.
Wait, is there anyone away? Because 5D chess now. I think I'm ready to play games. I have beaten all the bots. It wasn't difficult. It's great. What is happening? Well, Heich, would you like me to explain to you how to play 5D chess? Because it just took me 4 hours. Let me actually see on Steam. How long did it take me? It took me 3.5 hours to understand it. Would you like me to explain? There are absolutely a lot of like variants here. I could also try the standard. I do have to say, AI will probably have an advantage over me in the standard board, mainly because There's just so much going on. It will be really hard to keep track. Which means this might be even more difficult than the aggressive AI. Simply because of how many boards there will be. Well, that's a curious move. I do not understand it, but I mean, yeah. Go off king. Why not? Actually, I don't think I need to move my queen there. What I think I need to move over there is my knight.
Is the
Oh,
scholars
you fucking can't even be upset over that. That is just fucking wow. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. There's too much going. That is fucking hell.
Did you just get the how do you call it in English?
Things I would like to go to sleep. Alright, H.
Scholars mate, knew it. Did you just get the scholars mate?
With a bishop.
Yeah. You know what a scholar's mate is, right?
Yeah.
Alright.
Difference is that the scholar mate you do with a queen, not with a bishop. I didn't realize how long. Yes. I was talking about on the standard board, it is way better for the AI, so this will make it way more challenging. Brain is not braining, program is not programming. No. I miscalculated how much into the past I could have gone. You know what? This actually might not be that bad of a strategy. Although I prefer duplicating my knights. I just think it's much nicer. All things considered. Ah, and you want to duplicate your rooks, do you? I see how it is. Oh, we're not playing on this one, are we? Yeah, too much in my favor. Nah, well, I fucking lost a knight then, didn't I? I'll take this, although I do believe that's some kind of trap, and I wouldn't mind then getting my rook to the other place. Yeah, you want two queens, do you? I think I'm fine with this. Oh, you cheesy little bugger. Now you wanna play with my knights, do you? This has to be a trap, I refuse to believe. This doesn't look too bad of a board, but no. Could go right here. Or we could go. Oh, that's not it. That's not it. Actually, that's a very rare move for a knight. I haven't seen it yet in this game. Moving only on the temporal. It would be pretty funny because no, but they have an extremely advantageous position there with the queen. Like the whole teleporting the rook is what saved me. If I hadn't teleported the rook, then the queen would have stayed there and made a mess.
Wait, what determines on which board you can go to?
Well, all the pieces move like pieces in normal chess. It's just that they move on 4 dimensions. This wouldn't be terrible, but it wouldn't be great either. I don't know why I would have. Oh, we can go back to the future! Marty McFly! Yeah, no, we didn't go back in the future. I still don't know how the present works in this game. I don't know what causes the line to move. I am. It's not. Okay. I think it's not terrible. Queens don't really matter in this game, do they? Back to this problem. getting a bit stuck. Although, let's get in. This that would threaten the queen, but the queen is worthless. We don't care about the queen. What if I? Yeah, which it would be very convenient for me to bring forward. Maybe. We do have a lot more ammunition to throw against the wall there. We can also go back, but going back... What if? What if? What if we put this right here? So much happening. King is extremely well protected. But if I move right there, I need to get them to move their king so that I can attack my knights. I was correct when I said that I do believe it is going to be just like FPS chess, where knight is going to be the unexpected champion of the game. Wait, didn't they have a maid somewhere around here that I just tried to avoid by going to the past? Oh, I just remembered. Oh well, I'm certain that will not come back to bite me.
Knight is already unexpectedly strong in standard chess.
The past to the past. The present. I moved the present to the past.
How did you do that?
By moving backwards in time, apparently. This game does make me sound like an eldritch horror, I do have to say. The present.
What?
The present can only move backwards. Yeah, the present move backwards right now, because you cannot actually push the present forward. They have 3 queens over there, so what I would like to do is I would like to piss off out of here. Ideally. Actually, would those queens be a problem? Now that I think about it, I don't know if there will be a problem. They might not be. There might not be a problem because we want to play defensively right here. Can you castle win this game? I have never tried. Can you castle across? Oh, how does castling work in this game? Never tried it. Never had the chance. Never played on the board big enough to allow it. It's thinking more and more. It's taking longer and longer to think, which I find hilarious. Ah, check. Bollocks. Fortunately, it's just a simple check. So that's easily avoidable. Now, right here. The king is really well protected. Fortunately, this
Wait,
is
if you
something on the
castle
map
over
really.
boards, then you get 2 kings on one board.
Yeah, you can have 2 kings on one board. Cross the boundary right here, then I could cross to this square. Oh. I could... I'll be fucking damned. This is perfect. All I need to do right here is just advance in a simple manner, and then we can attack with our knight and we'll be protected from 2 boards back. Well, there's way more than 2 boards, but 5 boards. And then that would allow me to push the knight forward, and then this should be the board I will mate them on, if it will work. Hi, the Bioners. Yes, still going indeed.
Hello.
They took one of my knights, but I don't think it was an important one. Of course, you King. Offensive twat. What I wanted to do is I wanted to move this right here. Yeah, but they saw it! They moved the pawn! You saw it, didn't ya? Something is gonna stop me. One thing for a second that's gonna stop me. Allow me to take the queen. Taking that might be challenging. I think I might have lost it now. Unless I move to the past! I could move to the past. That's what all the queens are for. Let's try to go back. Now, I need to be wary because in the future there's a time bomb waiting for me. Wait. That's a normal mate! That is just a mate! I mean, to be okay, there are more mates than just one, but that is just a mate! That's a quad mate. Oh, damn, that's amazing. I'll be brutally honest, I totally didn't see all the other mates. I was going just for the typical one. I was kind of shocked that they would allow it, but it makes sense now if there were multiple mates. My goodness, I've just beaten the strongest AI on the most difficult chessboard.
Congratulations.
I'm gonna go for looking for the party, see if anyone has 5D chess. Damn, all the people who were backseat gaming me on the first stream probably were left asleep now. Absolute waste. Absolute waste. How's the animation? There we go. We are almost perfectly there. Oh, how lovely. What's gonna be next? So you have your X like this, your Y like this. For X and Y, what we would like is we would like on the side to have the materials brighten up to display the direction in which we're going, X and Y, and then yeah, this be it. 60, let's do 60 to 90. There we go. So we will have these right here. These right here will be the double, and then we'll just have them flicker on and off as the animation progresses. I guess I could have done the more clever, smarter way. Ah, fuck it, too late now. I'm separating X, Y, Z didn't give me. Oh yeah, because I'm separating all the X, right? Y. Beautiful. Color rump. (0.5) and then a 1. And then we have much curve. Lovely. We'll give them low. This math. I don't know. 10 should be fine. And let me guess, 1 to -1. Yep. Splendid. The color for it, let's keep in the theme, let's do it deep yet. And then all we need to do is just copy it, and move on to the BT, plug it in, and do the exact same thing. Negative, so that 1, -1. Then, if I'm not mistaken, if we plug in X of Y, and if we replace these with just B, and of course I done backwards. There we go. Lovely. We've beaten the bot. We have, in fact, beaten the bot. No, because I lost my screenshot. Who was it? Oh, it was Black Thunder.
Hi there, Fox.
Hi there, folks. How you doing? I was not expecting that. What do you mean? Which part? Fact, just multiverse time travel. Yeah, I'm making a video on it. Believe it or not. Let's do the puzzles. Might as well. I like the puzzles. Maiden 2 with rook tactics. So we're gonna go this way. We can duplicate the rooks. If I duplicated the rook back in time, that will still let him move to the corner, which will enough. If I check, however, then move back in time, then you can still move to the middle, can you not? Yeah, that's the problem. Which means move sideways 1. Moving sideways 1, if then I move it, then you can move into the corner, not good enough. If I move upwards, then you're gonna make a branch. And then if I do this, oh, because I can, okay. Can you move back into the corner? You can move, wait, you can move forwards, right, yes, you can move forwards. Doing fine, thank you. Well, I'm glad you're doing well. I am glad you're doing well. Can I put myself in check? I find it funny you can put yourself in check of a king. Well, I suppose in this game, yeah, might as well, why not? If I move like this, then you're gonna branch, aren't you? If I do move like this, you can move forwards. I think it's utterly worthless. There's none of the moves with the rook will help. What happens if I move like this? Cross dimensions, yeah. I don't feel like this is the right way to go about this. Although we do have 2 moves. The only issue is that these moves are utterly useless. This right here is utterly useless because it's confined to its own board, which makes me think if I just move. No, on the first move we definitely need to move the rook. Yes. Definitely. Because otherwise we're wasting an opportunity to go back. If I move it to one of these spots right here, or what if I move it If I force the king move in the path where... No, I can't force the king to move in the path of the rook where it has been already, because... Well, that just simply will not work. Yeah. Forward. I'm already out of moves that can help me. Well... Yeah. Go back in time. Attack numbers. Maiden 2 is way more challenging than it seems. If I move back, check it. King moves forward. Hold on a minute. What if I don't check you? What if I force you to move back in time? It's right here. This. Well, no, because then you'll be one square to... Oh, shucks. This feels absolutely too perfect. Because the king can still move wherever it wants, unless... Move the rook right here. Can I not challenge the... Oh, because it's not in the present, is it? In the standard chessmate, isn't it? I just rook up 1, because if it branches, then it can't branch up, because it would still be in place by the rook. If I do rook up 1, then it branches. If I do this, then the king can move forward in time. If I do... And right, yeah, there's nothing I can do with this move. Okay. I feel like the rook moving here is a good start. Because I mean, the two kings together, that's just too good of an opportunity to pass up. The only question is, how do we advantage of it? See, if you move forward, then you can move back, and that's the issue. The issue is that you can move back. Good question. What if I... You're just gonna move back and take it, aren't you? That question, but... Well, I had to ask it. What if we play like this? Then you take the rook in the future, of course you do. Wait a second! Wait a minute. Oh, because you need to go diagonally. Right! Can you... The issue is that the present is right here. If the present was one step further, then this would challenge this king. Hi, the comedian. And hi, the real Grey. Hi and welcome. How you doing? But I don't know how... by the way, I should probably mention that I have not checked a tutorial for this game or anything, so I have no clue how the present works. The present line, I honestly didn't even register it much. This feels good. No, you still take the future, right? And both of them can do it, correct? Them can. They both are on the same spot. No, it's could be a bit of a pickle, not gonna lie. Yeah. Hmm. Moving the rook to all of these spots feels utterly useless. All it will do is make the king... Well, anywhere here, it will make the king move to this spot. Do we want it? I don't think so. Let's... Yeah, but the present line just isn't there. That's the only issue. If the present... Right, if I do this, then the king is going to move right there. Will it take the... Well, no, you're just gonna take the rook, aren't you? That's the issue. Shit. Maybe they're searching for a present. I am going through something, alright? I do. The closest one I can do is where the mate is there, but the present hasn't realized that there is a mate. That's the best I can do, which is wildly insufficient. Oh, I need a glass of water. Long day. This forces the king back. And the problem is that this rook is useless, which means this is just a waste, because we're moving... Yeah, and you take the present with you. So they keep going... Hi, the caper. How you doing? Oh, caper! Glad you had a good nap. One stream when you were going to sleep, one stream when you were sleeping, and one stream when you woke up. Splendid. Make it rook up. First of all, comedian, don't tell me what to do. Okay? That's the first thing. Watch yourself. Second of all, you forget that there are many dimensions for the king to go in. So it can in fact piss off and do whatever it wants. I can just go like this, I suppose. But then this king can go into the future. And if this king goes into the future, it's not gonna get mated. Which only leaves us with this rook as any option. Any movement option. And the problem with this rook as any movement option is that... What do we do? No matter where we place it, it's the same. If I place it right here, then... No, we're still one behind. This... Wait, hold on now. Isn't this rook protected by this one now? Apparently it fucking isn't! I'm sorry, don't mean to be that guy, but why cannot this rook right here take this king? I'm sorry? Correct me if I'm wrong. this rook to this king. Oh, is it because it's blocked by this rook? It's blocked by that. Wait. Is it because it's blocked by that rook? Oh shit, that's not gonna help. That's not gonna help. Different branches. No. Different branches don't matter in this case because rook can move through them. It was because it was blocked by a rook. Shit.
I am back.
Into the future, into the past, then you will be able to just move forward. And there it goes. Absolutely useless. If I move you right here, then you will be able to move to this side. Absolutely useless. So this cannot be the move. This, I feel really confident about this move. I love it and hate this game at the same time, not gonna lie. At this point, I'm starting to love it more than hate it. Because
Hello, Caper. Hi there.
it's fun. This feels so wasted because there is no way for me to place a rook over there. Can I? Well, I mean, the king can't move, but it's absolutely irrelevant. The king can't move. If it was no, it can. It can move into the future. Of course, it can move into the future, or into the past, whichever one you like. What if I use the king? I think I've got an idea. No, it's not gonna work. But like, I could use a king to make a separate path in the past. That it feels like some kind of. I mean, obviously that wasn't it. I was just testing the waters. Because if I do this, right, obviously.
I love how even without a physics engine, the difference between present, like past and future, is still entropy.
What do you mean?
Like you start with very organized high density particles on both sides, and then as you progress, you get a like very disorganized bunch of particles, and then at the end you have just a couple of particles here and there without much order, and like just like in the actual universe.
Yeah, but in this case, it's a general trend. It's not a rule. You can, if you want, you can get back to highly organized things.
Well,
You have patience. You can end up with just a block of queens on both sides, which I would argue is very organized.
true. It's also statistically possible that in our universe, atoms just suddenly decide to organize themselves because it's both are just statistics and both are technically just a trend.
Single time. Then you can go back in time. What if I? That's not help in any way, shape, or form. Then you can just move into the middle. Absolutely, utterly useless. In the universe, you can too, which is extremely unlikely. Yes, but the difference between the universe. Speak of the universe, Remco appears. Difference is that in the in chess is governed by an intelligence which doesn't actually have to obey any specific laws. So in our universe, no matter what you do, entropy will increase. In chess, however, you can just have entropy decrease if you want. That's the very important difference. Generic
Okay,
number
but
one message. Ooh, that's the first time I've seen you didn't get the number one. Who stole it? Let me see. Timing. Message twice. But the number of possible states must always must increase as time moves forward. What do you mean by number of possible states? Take it. Mate in 3, mate in 3. All the mates in 3s in the world. Win the mate in 2. While aura farming. All the mates in 3 in existence.
Ban me from where, Remco? Ban me from where?
This little bitch is in the way.
So like, okay, in chess you can like organize yourself if you and your opponent collaborate instead of going against each other, but it's still not very likely to happen. And if you don't collaborate.
The likelihood has this completely irrelevant.
Bye, Remco. Have fun.
Yeah, Remco. Oh, hi, Cole. I haven't seen you in a while. Likelihood is completely irrelevant to this.
Wait, hold up. Remco, you can't just hit us with that and then dip. Hold up, you need to explain that. You need to explain that. No, don't you dare! Don't you dare!
You took the first spot from him. What can you expect?
That's so petty. Like, just. Okay, this is worse than a ban, though. This is worse than getting banned.
Fucking present back in time. Once again, I feel like I'm a Zinchian demon. Yeah, I lost because my opponent moved the present back in time.
Have a nice meal, Caper.
Alright, see ya, Caper, bye, have a good one. Just move the rook down in the extra timeline. Extra time is the beginning. Shit and piss cakes. You're creating a necessary extra branch. If you don't have it, they have less maneuverability. Blue-eyed fox, I don't mean to be that guy, but are you certain you want to be 2 for 2 for being wrong? I do not take backseating kindly if people who backseat me are incorrect. In fact, I have a habit of... Well, okay, no, I haven't really banned anyone backseating yet. But there's always a first time, you know? I still feel like this move is the key. It feels like a really powerful move.
Make it. Can you only like move chessboards that are in the present?
No.
No. Then why does it matter where the present is?
Because the checkmate has to be in the present. If the checkmate is not in the present, then it doesn't exist. So I've checkmated the bot like 3 different times, but the checkmate didn't happen in the present. And as such, it didn't register.
I see.
This worthless, not even check. Because then you can move to the middle. This is the easiest. You don't even need the dimensions for this one. If I move this up, I'm moving this down is solid, but it doesn't move the king where I want it to be. And this already uses up my second move. Yeah, because then you can move into the past and just avoid the checkmate. Like this. Yes, yes. Means we cannot move the rook forward. That doesn't do it. Moving it right here or on one of these spots. I haven't played this much, so let's see. Let's see how this turns out. Move the king forwards. Okay, if I check you back in time, that ain't gonna do nothing. If I check you right here, that ain't gonna do nothing. If I check you right here, that ain't gonna do nothing. If I do it right here, then that's not even a check. So reset, that is not it. I said reset, that is not it. This right here, that's a maybe. But then we get a branch. Now, is this branch a big deal? Not really. The much bigger deal is the fact that the king decided to piss off. Which means we need to. This branch is nice because it protects this square right here. The only problem is that it protects that square. It doesn't... it protects that square. I could move the king back and they cannot take this rook. That's kind of irrelevant, isn't it? Because there's no checkmate. Enjoy the big brains. Not really. It's difficult as a puzzle. I mean, most puzzles are. Most puzzles tend to be. I could force
Comedian, you can see my name on the screen. Fun fact.
Oh yeah, on the left. You don't need to advance the future at all, I believe. Now I'm looking at just go up and up again. Like I said first. Do the extra branch. Not advance the future, so just like this. I hate to be that guy, but moving up does advance the future. That is how time tends to work. When you move, time does tend to go into the future. That is sort of a biggie. In this case, this isn't too bad. Like this, but then they can avoid with the king, correct? Yeah, then they can just piss off. Because this rook is blocking it. Once again, that rook is blocking it. Yeah, but wouldn't... I mean, on the original timeline, on the second move. Okay, let me read that again. But however, if you are wrong, I will ban you. You don't need to advance the future at all, I believe. Now I'm looking... just go up and up again, like I said first. Has to do with the extra branch. Okay, so go up, you said. And then on the original timeline, on the second move, this one isn't necessary. So you're saying move this one right here. Like this. Oh, that does, mate. Why didn't the other one work? If I do it like this, if I move you back in time, it is allowing you to take. Why isn't this rook protecting it? Hold on. This rook isn't protecting it. Is it because I cannot move it? Is it only protected by pieces I can move? Well, good to know. Good to know. There we go. What else? Pawn tactics. I haven't played pawns much. Mate in one. Feels too simple. Alright, pawn tactics 2. Right, pawn tactics 3. Mate in one in this case. We have this, we have this. Pawns can move. Okay, can they attack diagonally across Do they attack diagonally across time or across paralyzation? I imagine paralyzation would be intuitive, so I'm gonna guess that's the answer. But we shall see. Wait a second. Wait a second, wait a second, wait a second. You can... Ah, shit. I just dropped... Oh, okay. Well... Ah, something happens. Okay, you can piss off. Oh, you cannot piss off. Do I even need a pawn for this mate? I imagine... Well, I imagine I need a pawn. I imagine I need to move it. You would go diagonally, so like this by 1, which would only give us a 1. Unless we go into the future, which would be nice. Because if we go into the future, 1 square... Well, this would be it. No, it wouldn't, because we make a parallel line. Yeah, of course. So that wouldn't be it. Why can I not move it right here? I don't know. I'm still struggling with the rules of the game. Because in my mind, it would make sense, like, this should be a legal move, right? Or is it not a legal move because this bishop is there? Or this bishop is there? Oh, so I would have to move it right here, but I can't. Okay, that I think makes sense. Yes. Does it? Ah, who can? Yeah, you. This would be a beautiful. Wait. However, I imagine it's not a legal trade because it's not protected by anything. So I imagine the pawn going forward does not protect the bishop, does it? Yes, it does not. Okay. Good to double check just in case. If you move forward like this, then you will not threaten absolutely anything. Will you? Yeah, you will. Go on like... This is 5x5 board, imagine 8x8 one. Comedian, we started this by me playing against the toughest board on the 8x8. It was surprisingly manageable. I expected it to be much worse. Bots really struggle in this game. Which makes sense. It is different than chess. Like, I don't think any of the actual chess algorithms would be viable in this case. Wouldn't this bishop check this king? Oh no, because the non-active cannot check, right? Yeah. Wait, is that the reason, or is there another rule I'm missing? That's it's important to know. Oh, it's not the present. How does the present move? I don't understand. Sometimes when I move back in time, the present moves with me. Sometimes when I move back in time, it doesn't. How does the present move? What is it? Hider moral. This is in fact 5D chess. I don't understand how the present works. Oh wait, can the pawn attack diagonally? Through the paralyzation. Because then we'd need to... No, it's still useless because it's on the same line. Actually, or is it? Yeah, this will not do it. I mean, it feels like it would, but... it would. It killed this king right here, right? No, this king! Oh, because that... Wait. So you can... So it's not across the paralyzation, only... Only about both. Okay, that makes sense. Puzzles. Again, because comedian, you said that you weren't there, so they're just for you. And we haven't played against the aggressive on the big board, which I imagine would be fun. Let's do it then. So doubling the queens. Fine, I may join you then. Let's double the queens together. I like it because it gives us an opportunity to screw around with our knights a bit. This, and let's... I don't think I'll mind this much. Okay, so... the double queen defense, quite something. However, all we would need effectively is to get rid of one of the pawns. Double queens I don't like, so we should probably do something about that. This feels like a great way to lose the game, actually. This also feels like a great way to lose the game, but... doubling queens again. Yep. I could take a queen, but I genuinely don't think that's the best move. I think this would be a much better move. This might even be a good move. Oh, but the present move forward? How the fuck does the present move? I don't understand. Now I'm checked on both of them. Well, to be fair, it does appear to be a pretty simple check to defend against. This board has a very favorable position for me, so I would like it. Oh, well, do not mind if I do. Do not mind if I do. That's quite nice. This was a classic. I doubt I'm gonna win this with a classic. You just escaped with a king, didn't you? Well done. And you doubled your king. I see. If I brunch this... Oh, if only I could brunch this in a reasonable way. Hold on, I need to brunch this. I do need to brunch this. If I brunch this... Oh shit, how do you brunch stuff? I think I just need to move. And then... Oh, I didn't need to branch it. In time it also works. I was going to achieve the same exact mate except sideways instead of time-wise. Yeah, but that was it. Genuinely the most common kind of mate. I said it on the very beginning that it feels like a knight would be surprisingly effective, and it is. The queens are utterly useless. The knights win every single time. So to answer your question, by the way, Immoral, how would you even win this like this? I completely forgot that I can... Obviously, that I don't need to do it on the paralyzation. I can also do it on the time. Like an idiot. How does one win? It's not that difficult, actually. Hold on. Let's go against balanced. The balanced game was a bit longer. basically, in order to win, all you need is as many knights as possible. Right here, I did fuck it up a bit. But he fucked it up more! Yes! Where do you check me? You check me with... Oh my, because you just check me like that. Come on, mate. Ridiculous. Let's add one more knight, just for the funsies. I can't add one more knight. Setting. Really upsetting. Now I can add one more knight. And the reason why me adding one more knight will be important is because that would make a parallel. I like another parallel line of this actually. This is a very fortunate board. Okay, so now we can begin winning. And the reason why we now can begin winning is because this knight goes 2 squares on one dimension and 1 square on the other. Which means that all we need to do, effectively, is just move it in a way that would position it 2 squares on 1 square away. I do like the idea of us stealing a rook, and I do absolutely adore the idea of us duplicating this board somehow. Oh, hell yeah! Absolutely give me more kings on this board. No, we are not playing there. Well, we might be playing there actually. Oh, you move the presents like that. I don't like your bishop, but I prefer my king hidden even more. Yeah, let's move our king away, just in case. And then, right here with the knights, we can check the king. That's good. I was thinking a lot because there are a lot of boards. I need to analyze them. Oh, sniper took away my knight. And the reason why this is so powerful is... on a diagonal, ay. Not great at all. Not great in the slightest. So close yet so far away. Hi, the Theo, hi.
Hello.
Too terrible, not for the fact that it's moving like this. Ideally, we would probably like even more boards there, but yeah, once again, we are duplicating boards which don't matter. Right here, we do not have. Now this I like. Now this I do like, because it will set us up for a win. Do we have a king here? We do not have a king. That's great. We've basically saved the king from all of the awkward boards, which is great. We don't want to deal with them. I think I should just move the queen to a more reasonable position. The AI is taking such a long time. Okay. Splendid. Now the reason why we wanted it is because we can... this... We'd really like to move 2 pieces over there at the same time, wouldn't we? Yeah, we would. Yeah. We'll ask to check the king. This will allow us to have double the queens. And the check. And right here we might as well just... it doesn't really matter, we can... whatever, make another meaningless board. Okay, go on. Show me what you got. No, that's nicht for chess. Yeah. I find it a bit odd that you felt the need to mention it unprompted. Because because it feels like you're saying it kind of seemingly as a warning. Or how should I put this? This is a good spot to mention blank, is a phrase most often used to avoid catastrophe. So it seems like you're saying it as a warning to avoid some kind of catastrophe, to make sure that we all can heed it, but... Oh no, is this a good spot? Oh, I see. Yeah, in that case it is. I don't think all that many people have a fascination for chess. I think it's just a small but loud minority. This is not that bad of a board, now I think about it. We can take the rook, but once again, it's not really meaningful. It's a fair bit useless.
Technically, every fandom is a small but loud minority, and like chess is just a game like any other, with some fans and a lot of casual enjoyers.
Why the fuck did the president move back? I am so confused by these rules! I don't understand why a president moves back. Like, what the fuck? My opponent moved into the future to create a branch and the president moved from here to here. Why? Why does it move back? At least there's a king here, I imagine I can try to do something too, but I don't have any knights. I've used them all up. I don't have any of my knights. Move the king right here because I think we're gonna have 3 kings over there because it's just a really good board to play on.
Also, Theo mentioning that they don't like chess, it just feels like a more polite version of me walking into a computer science stream declaring that I'm not interested in this and leaving.
Oh, this could be good actually. Doesn't have to be terrible if I utilize it well. Well, I'm glad you're taking the time always to walk in and mention that you're not interested, because there are loads of people sitting here and wondering if like, oh my god, I wonder if Tynant is interested in this. So it's good that you joined in to clear that all up. You see, I'm a weird person. When I'm not interested in something, I just like don't participate in it.
Well, you're a minority here because like Theo and I are both just, yeah.
I don't understand that. Like, just going out of your way to make sure that people know that you don't enjoy something. It's not even that you hate it, because you hate it, that also I understand. Having strong feelings in something, then that makes it important for the people to know. But just not enjoying, that is such a mild piece of information. That's kind of like me saying, you know what, I don't have a strong opinion about zucchinis. Like, what are you supposed to do with that information? What is... How do you use this piece of information? Where do you take it?
Well, in Theo's case, I believe you use that information as a warning based on your interpretation.
Are there any small but silent fandoms? Obviously. There's so many. Doesn't wobble my pebbles anymore. Yeah. Actually, 2 streams ago, or no wait, it was last stream because it was a Black Thunder. We had the phrase, you need to pebble his wobble. That was when someone joined in and said they had a mathematical theory and said that I would lose everything I have because I didn't respect it. And so Black Thunder pebbled his wobble to pebble the wobble of that guy.
Well, Theo, it's
Interpreting
okay.
it as a warning, what am I threatening with? Well, I imagine mild dissatisfaction, the most vicious of weapons.
Well, make it since you took Theo's statement of not having strong opinion on chess as a warning. I'm taking your you not having a strong opinion on zucchinis
No,
as a warning.
I mean as a phrase. It was just a very like, is this a good spot to mention blank? Is usually something that it's usually a phrase said to avoid tragedy. It's usually a phrase. So you know, for example, if I know you're boarding a plane, and the pilot says, "Is this a good spot to mention I've crashed 3 planes?" Then you would take it as, "Oh, I probably should get off this fucking killer machine." You know. There isn't a king there. I didn't need to care about that one. You can just steal away pieces. Right here, however, there's 2 kings, and we would rather get them off to some kind of more favorable chessboard. Right here, we don't have kings. We do want to play this. Even better. And right here. Surely they wouldn't crash a 4th one, right? Oh, if you're watching an American stock market in the year 2025, boom! Slammed! Okay. Well, fuck, it's a bishop. Ah, shit. If it wasn't a bishop. It's not bad. Shite. Absolute, utter shite. Right here, if I get rid of that bishop, that's not bad. You could go right there. And
Immoral, are you asking about the plane or the stock market?
and crash a 4th time. No, it's not often you can ask that question. This is such a comically meaningless board because they have 3 queens, but there is no king of mine to checkmate. I mean, they can still checkmate kings from other boards, I suppose, so I should be careful. Still. Go on. Oh, we're back to the trap. Last time they moved into the past to avoid these checks, so this time they'll have to deal with them. I do have to say, this would be absolute killer for people with ADHD. I imagine trying to focus on one board is really difficult enough. I'm having a hard time focusing on this. Pure ADHD would just, this over. You need to keep track of the boards.
Theo, what's really cute is you trying to spell it in a based on German phonetics and just smacking 4 different consonants next to each other to make it sound like the same word.
Oh, I think I might have done a checkmate. I'll have to wait and I have to do a move and see. That's what's up with you. Well, that's not that dangerous. You go in and do this. Why not? You fine. Let's move a rook. You can move the queen, I imagine, and you can move the rook right here. Okay, I think I might have done a checkmate. Let's see. Well, not this round.
Oh, yeah. Immoral, it's pronounced as kitschy. And it's spelled as like that.
I like how long this AI is thinking. Like, this algorithm is just struggling. This is how my brain actually works normal talk. What do you mean? The only thing keeping me in pace is casual mode for a time. This is just... This is not even how I talk, it's how I think. All these branches are just different people living in my head that I converse with. It's still thinking. Like, I stamped it. I stamped the algorithm. It cannot deal. It just simply cannot deal. This feels really good. So you know how basically like J-Ray right now. Oh yeah, it moved back in time. Oh, that is actually a really good sign, because whenever it moves back in time, that means probably struggling to find the answer. I was gonna think again. You know how J-Ray right now has this thing where he's basically becoming head of the robophobic movement. So there's this whole problem with when people play against chessbots, of like just how much quicker and better chessbots are. This is really nice for the ego of humanity, I would say. The fact that we can think faster than 5D chessbots. If I gave a hedgehog Doctor Strange drugs instead from a chessboard, how long do you think it would be? Hedgehog with Doctor Strange drugs is basically what I am, alright? Except I'm not a hedgehog, I'm 3 raccoons in a one big ass trench coat. It's genuinely struggling.
By the way, Theo, are you learning Hungarian?
Church of the Broken God. Heretics. Bunch of heretics. Would you augment your body? Discriminating against me by saying robots bad. You cog sucker. Oh, there we go, it moved finally. Took you long enough. That's what it took you such a long time to think of. Also, can I not just like check? Oh, but then this.
Why can it do so many moves at the same time?
Yeah, because so can I. Yeah, I need to move on every single one of these boards.
You need to move on every present board.
Yeah.
Wow.
Good. Shite. I think I'd rather have it like right here. Even right here would be better. Or even right here would be phenomenal. Does it extend white? No! Oh, beautiful! That's the board we're gonna mate on. Or at least attempt. This one wouldn't be too bad, not for the fact that you can just take it with a pawn. So can it do here, right here, the same idea. However... No, that's dumb. The heck?
All right, Theo. I believe you. I'm not questioning you, but in case you might actually be doing so and you have any questions, feel free to hit me up. Next Greek embassy. Oh my god.
Holy
Hell yeah.
fuck. How many queens anywhere? Uh-oh! um... It thought and thought and thought away. Here. Because otherwise I would need to just move into the past. Either block it or I move far into the past, and moving into the past is not really favorable for me, because I think that is what we need to do. These don't really matter. I might as well just stockpile all the boards. And more of them! And more of them! We need more of them! I need more boards. Right here, you actually would be quite nice. Would hide the king.
Theo, I can't help you with Greek as I'm the first generation in the family that doesn't speak any trace of Greek. But if you need any Greek recipes, hit me up as well.
Progress it. Fuck.
Okay, I like languages that have a different alphabet than the like the S, so than the Latin one. They're just more interesting to learn if you get to learn another alphabet as well.
Color activity if now just to anyone else and call it Code PG. Code PG? Never mind that. An actual local tax exempt church. I feel like. Did you know
Wait,
Latin, Greek, Persian, and Hindi are all related languages? I would have to say, if I had to fathom a guess, I would say yeah.
hold up. Hindi is related to Latin. Hold
Yeah,
up.
imagine a map of that region, Timon.
Wait. Hold up. I need to.
And how historically people walked.
Okay. Because like
piss off all these balls.
I didn't expect Hindi and Persian to be Indo-European. Because that means that Persian is like even Persian is closer to English than Hungarian. Wow! I did not see this coming.
We call it Sanskrit. Comic Sanskrit, yeah. So, powerful font. How can I say that? Do I need to play a move? Maybe I don't need to play a move. No, I need to play a move in there. It's also progressive, doesn't it? Yeah. Well, fuck. Do I need to play a move with it? Oh, or unless this one is the one I need to escape. No, like this can't be the one I need to escape with. Okay. Hear you loud and clear. We wanna play on the night boards then. Time? Oh. So, but I would rather boards. If I only had a rook I could use to get back in time. Right. We go like this. Check the king somehow with this. Check the past king. It feels
By the
like
way, I love the alphabet that Hindi and Telugu uses. Like it's so like so different structure than the Latin alphabet. Like it's phonetic, but in such a different way, and it's so cool. I love that alphabet.
I might have fucked up. I think I did, didn't I? Yeah, I did. I miscounted. Shit. For a second I thought, wait, how fish help me with chess? We've all been there. We've all been there, Theo. Okay. That was the x-axis. Now for the y-axis.
Yeah, Immoral, I know that Indo-European is in the name, but like also all the Finno, like most of the Finno-Greek languages are spoken in Europe and they are not Indo-European. So I mean, not most of the Finno-Ugric, but like most Finno-Ugric language speakers live in Europe.
There we go. Still tend to play wars. That's shit. You do always want the first stockfish sometimes. Yeah, that's the joke though. It's called stockfish. What is a stockfish? What are the stakes? What's the deal there?
In moral, I'd say it's performing very good, not only decently. It's very good.
Performing decently. Yeah, it's something. Reach a point where the video, in the recent 3 days, each day is earning enough so that if I were earning that much a day for a month, I could support myself of other revenue.
Wow.
That's less than minimum wage. It's $10 a day. Maybe. So that's 300 a month.
Mm.
That's obviously if we extend it. It's gonna die off real soon.
Yeah.
There's a discounted chicken sale. That's nice.
But like the video before that has like 1,000 views, so it's like a huge improvement.
Yeah, my favorite video I've ever made has 1,000 views, whilst a video I made just because my 3D printer broke and I didn't have anything better to do got 20,000 in 3 days. I know, I'm fully aware. Internet fucking sucks. You always tell me that I should stop being terminally online and get outside more. My entire fucking life is on the internet. It's not as if you can just go outside whenever you want. As well tell someone, oh, you should just quit your job. Well, it would be fucking nice, wouldn't it? That's not how it works. It's really nice discounted chicken. 50% off! Yeah, it's tempting. After the stream, I'm gonna go and buy myself some snacks. I'm feeling snackish. And unlike other people, when I feel snackish, I don't have this kind of internal conflict of, oh, I shouldn't buy snacks because they're unhealthy. No, I just go out there and buy snacks. I don't care. Worst case scenario, I'm gonna... Yeah, no point in... Listen. No point in living a long and miserable life, alright? If you want snacks, go get snacks. You're gonna die a fucking fit and miserable person if you don't get snacks whenever you feel snackish. That's my policy. Because you need to break more printers and sacrifice them to the algorithm. That's genuinely what happened. I mean, I'm just sacrificed the machine god apparently, blessed upon me. To be fair, machine god would be probably in control of the algorithm, so... Or Vashta, wait, was it Vashta? The one? The like demon machine god thing. KFC is 50% off here on Tuesdays. Oh, I need to check in my region as well then. When you say here, where exactly is here? I have an... I have an oven. I don't use my oven for cooking much because that takes... Well, just... too much commitment. Oh, tempting. I also need to get myself some coffee because I ran out again. I've been drinking a bit much recently. Somebody get me out of bed in the morning. It just hit me. I spend the entire day today streaming. Well, day, in quotes. The entire time streaming. We've done 3 live streams. Thank goodness I didn't actually index them all. Because we'd be on 921. Pray to him. It doesn't make my Python Java work more than it already does, but it makes it feel like a monthly errors can be for the debug happen less at least. Listen, I get it. I also pray to the Omnissiah. Omnissiah is obviously the future manifestation of me because in the warp time is meaningless. And we all know it's it's obvious things.
Yes, I am comedian.
I feel like you should answer the question fully because otherwise this may lead to miscommunication. You see, there's a difference between saying yes, I am Hungarian, comedian, and saying yes, I am comedian. Yeah, there we go. Comedian pounced on it, obviously. Hungarians are always odd ones out. What do you mean Hungarians are always odd ones out? Try to... This is a stereotypical country in Eastern Europe. I fucking live in Eastern Europe and I wouldn't be able to tell you the difference between the countries there.
Okay, but you are you.
Yeah, still. Half of Europe cannot tell you the difference between countries in Eastern Europe. They're all the same country.
Okay, that's kind of understandable though, but
Make it not believe in Thomas' comedic abilities. No, I'm just simply against identity theft.
like some people some foreigners tell me that Hungary is a very very odd one out. Other foreigners have don't know the difference between Hungary and Slavic countries, which would be the opposite of being odd one out, as we are surrounded by Slavic countries. Others just think that we're Germanic somehow.
Yeah, you have two kinds of people. You have kinds of people who tell you that Hungary is an odd one out, and then the second kind of people is honest people who realize that they're just tourists. I consider any claim that tourists make about their country just as bullshit as any claim that natives make about their country when it comes to their country being special. Because it's a pet peeve of mine. It became a pet peeve because of how often I've seen it. If I had the nickel for every single time someone referred to their own country as being a country full of alcoholics, without realizing that that's every country in existence. That's how it works. Every country in existence is full of alcoholics. That's how you live your life. That's how you survive. Have you been outside? You think you can take that sober? No. It just bothers me for that reason. No, that's just Poland. That's absolutely not Poland. Oh, I'm sorry, Theo. Oh, I am sorry, my German friend. Yes, Germany is famous for not drinking alcohol in any way, shape, or form.
Okay, make it newsflash. Beer and vodka are two different things.
You can get drunk on them the same way. I don't mean to be that guy, but in Eastern Europe, you don't have a holiday or festival, whatever it is. I don't frankly care about semantics in this case. We don't have a holiday dedicated to drinking beer. Alright? I'm just saying.
Okay, to be fair, the entirety of Europe is alcoholic.
That's what I'm saying, yeah, it is.
But
the only thing that changes is the drink of choice.
Yeah, but that's just Europe. Asians drink way less, for example.
Have you talking with Atomic, maybe? I'm sorry.
Atomic is American.
Yeah, but what do you think that all of the alcohol he gets and all of the good regional alcohol he gets is just made for Americans exclusively?
I didn't say that they don't drink at all. I said they drink less.
I mean, okay, well, that's not difficult. Drinking less than Europeans. That's a low bar.
Yeah, that's why they say that
oh
Europeans
yeah,
are alcoholics.
Our organization is great. We're more ethical than the CIA. It's not a high bar to cross, being less alcoholic than Europeans.
Okay, that's why they call Europeans alcoholic. So you can call each country in Europe alcoholic.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, so like, if I say Poland is alcoholic, I'm right. If I say Hungary is alcoholic, I'm right. If I say Germany is alcoholic, I'm right.
Yeah, but that's not really, doesn't make any country special in this way.
It makes Europe special. Not in a good way though, but it makes Europe special.
Yeah, but Europeans almost exclusively talk with other Europeans when it comes to these kinds of matters, simply because they consider Americans to be uneducated enough so that it is not worth conversing. And when it comes to Indians, there is a lot of like low-key racism. When it comes to any other Asian country, there's a huge like, cultural barrier, which I honestly baffles me a bit because it's very subtle. It just genuinely happens. And when it comes to Africa, well, in this case, it's not really a racism, more like the racist past. And that's the difference. When it comes to Africa, it's the racist past. When it comes to Europe, it's the racist present. When it comes to India, it's the racist future. In Europe, everything is all figured out that way. Holiday is a thing celebrating in Bavaria, and frankly, it disgusts me. I just don't like drunk people. Do you not? Do you really not like drunk people? I personally adore drunk people. I absolutely love drunk people. What's funny to me is that drunk people hate being around sober people simply because it makes them feel bad. So every single time I'm out with someone, I don't. I didn't know. My zero is a shock, but to be fair, recently I have been sitting alone. So back when I used to go out with people, I didn't drink alcohol. Which honestly, the statement is gets that much more depressive the more you think about it. But back when I used to go out with people, I didn't drink alcohol, and so I really used to enjoy it around drunk people because they're so always feel so terrible about just being drunk around sober people. I feel bad for them. I haven't seen a drunk people in my life. The singular plural, yes. Drinking is much better than smoking. What kind of take is it? I don't understand these kind of takes. Yes, drinking is much better than smoking. I personally would prefer to have my right leg chopped off than the left.
By the way, Theo, yeah, I can relate. I don't know why. Like I usually just dip when people start getting too drunk around me. Like, nah.
I love it. I love being around drunk people. It's great. Drunk people are just so much more honest and unburdened by social norms. I think that's why I like them so much. The thing is, there are a lot of things that people do not tell you because for reasons, like they have a bunch of reasons. Drunk people don't have that. Drunk people and intoxicated people in general are the most honest kind of people I've ever seen. I've never seen anyone more honest than a drunk or high person. Well, high people also like have trouble connecting, so they're hallucinating most of the time. So I would say, whilst honest, they may not exactly be. I wouldn't rely on the information they provide me, but drunk people are very honest, and I like that a lot. I don't drink alcohol for drunk purposes. If I drink it, I enjoy the taste. Oh my jeez, Theo, you're the exact polar opposite of me. I drink alcohol. If I do, I drink to get drunk. I don't drink it for the taste because it tastes like gasoline. To me, I mean, I know that drinks don't taste like gasoline. I do understand that. It's just that I don't have like refined taste buds or anything. I haven't drunk enough for me to notice the differences between different types of alcohol. To me, it all tastes like gasoline.
Yeah, Theo, that's what I'm saying. If like or like social norms, if your friends like are bound by social norms, then that's a skill issue on them. Like, come on.
If your people are more or less in come for agreeing to step up, you better watch your mouth when it comes to what you're about to say about my friends. Okay. First of all, second of all, I stand by what I said. I've never seen anyone more honest than a drunk person. The problem is that you can't really, You can't trust sober people. Imagine if politicians had to be drunk all the time. Like, imagine that. You wouldn't have they wouldn't be able to lie. It would be beautiful. Oh, what a society we could live in.
I'm pretty sure drunk people can lie.
You clearly haven't spent enough time around drunk people. They are incapable of lying.
Yes, I do wish I could spend more time around Remco, but we live half across a country.
You'll see.
Continent.
You'll see that drunk people can, like, the thing is, drunk people will tell you stuff like, yeah, watch me do a backflip, but they genuinely believe they can do a backflip. If they say watch me do, they genuinely believe that. They are incapable of lying about these matters. I don't trust people. Unless they're drunk.
Okay, consider this. Remco actually gets less mean when drinking.
That's called alcohol withdrawal. You are paranoid, make it. Why are you asking us the question? Why would you ask that? What do you think I'm paranoid? I'm not paranoid. You're paranoid. What do you mean? What are you in for? What are you suggesting? Are you making some kind of assumption? Are you trying to incriminate me publicly? Why would you even say that? I'm not paranoid, you're paranoid. Also, you're not paranoid if they're actually out to get you. I'm just saying. Remco is cuddly when drunk type. I don't like that kind of thing because it brings a lot of consent related issues. I don't like that line of thinking.
No, Remco is the person who will say nice things about you when drunk and will say mean things about you when sober.
That's once again, all drunk people do that. Or like all alcoholics at least. I have to say, it's really nice. I would say it's a very clean plate kind of social interactions with drunk people. When basically I attended this party, well, I want to say recently, but it was like half a year ago. And for me, it is very recent. It was the first party I've attended in years. And so, like, there were a bunch of drunk people there. And I imagine it was such a nice, clean plate because I spent the night. I was supposed to get back and work on the video, but they like, it was very awkward because I was going to get back to work on the video like after 2 hours, but they just really asked me to stay. And so when I said fine, I'll stay, they felt really bad because they thought that the only reason I stayed was because I didn't want to make them feel bad, which was true. But then I had to sit there and spend the entire time pretending that I had a much better time than I actually had, because otherwise they would feel bad about me having to stay because they told me so, but I couldn't let them know that I stayed because they asked me to, because then that would make them feel bad. Does that make sense? I feel like I would need one of them, the 5D chess graphics in order to explain this. Am I making any sense? Does it?
It makes sense, yeah.
You see, I'm on no offense, but considering what kind of explanations you dish out, I don't know if I should trust you whenever that makes sense or not. Yes, it does. Okay, good. Well, basically, that's the reason why I stayed the night, because I had one train, which I was meant to get back like 11 p.m. or 10 p.m. But since they asked me to stay, I had to go with the next available train, which was like 5 in the morning or something. So I stayed there, and I have to say, it was really nice and clean slate, because you can interact with drunk people all the time. You can just have all kinds of conversations, and then they just forget about it the next day. So you can really test the waters. Like you have a bunch of things you normally wouldn't tell to people because, you know, this kind of... It's not like you can take certain things back. And then you can test the waters when they're drunk. You can just be... I don't know. You can... Ah, fuck. I'm trying to come up with some kind of example. Oh, for example, let's say you have a friend and you want to come out to them. Okay? If you do it when you're sober, you can't take that back. But if you do it when they're drunk, you can come out to them, see their response, and based on that, decide if you actually want to do that if they're sober. Allows you to test the waters.
That only works if you know that they will forget stuff.
Most people, trust me, most people do. They don't trust their drunk memory.
I mean, I do remember one incident that when someone forgot everything, but yeah.
Oh, I used to have whole conversations with people and they just wouldn't remember. It was great. It was funny because like on that party there were like 4 different people who had this conversation with me. We were like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna in the morning I'm gonna text you, stuff like that. Like basically letting me know that they really wanna text with me and such. And then they just forgot. They just forgot about it. It was great. People forget when they're drunk. They really do. Because there is too much going on for you to actually remember stuff. Way too much. The thing is, when you're struggling, like there are these certain blackouts you have. I feel like an expert on being drunk, talking to a bunch of sober Luddites. I need to explain to you the way. And yeah, it was great. I liked it a lot. So yeah, that's why I love being around drunk people, and I understand that they are annoying, that happens, but in their defense, all the people are annoying, alright? I'm yet to meet one person that wasn't annoying, me included. So give them a break, let them have their fun.
And make it once we're in the VC, in a more private setting, ask me to tell you the story about when someone got drunk and forgot. Just this is a plot hook, and you wanna hear this story, trust me. But I'm not gonna say it in live.
And someone was drunk and forgot they were straight. Happens way too often.
I didn't say. Did I say straight? So, forget about it. That's what I said, no?
You would be fucking terrible at keeping secrets. No, you would be absolutely terrible at keeping secrets. You say the Egyptians were visited by aliens, but what if they were the aliens? See, people intolerant to drunk people. We have drunk people in chat. That's stupid. I do have to say, yeah, most of the theories about like historical aliens visiting Earth, that's mostly once again just casual racism. Well, such is life.
Bye, folks.
Yeah, folks, have a good one. I'm not drawing this bit. I trust you. Hey, I trust you. See, if Blue-Eyed Fox was drunk, they would be honest, and they would still say that they're not drunk, but they would actually believe it. You aren't onto something, they're on something.
Wait, Mickey, did I just say that one story about when you got drunk and lied about it and trying to prove that you're sober, did some quantum mechanics?
No, I wasn't trying to prove I'm sober, I was trying to prove that I knew I was drunk, that's what I was doing it. But I basically was trying to prove that I can still think, which I could. So I just started explaining quantum mechanics, like the probability of finding a particle. I just started explaining that drunk. I really wish, because I remember I had like... Wait a minute. I remember I was noting it down. I think in my phone notes, I think they might be still there. Let me see. If I can find the notes, they'll be a long time ago.
Ooh, that's awesome, Theo. Hell yeah.
Seriously, I'm ready to fucking bite into a good. Oh, no, that's a D. Never mind. I thought that was a B. I was just. Anyway, that's from this year. That wasn't it. It was way earlier than that. No, I deleted that note. What a waste that would be. Oh my goodness, I have some notes from back when I was making the Ventum engine, trying to render fonts. That's some old stuff as well. What year was it then, Timon, when I got drunk?
I don't know.
What, am I supposed to know that? I don't remember, I was drunk.
I was gonna say how should I know, but then I realized that sometimes I do know more. Like sometimes I do know random stuff about you that not even you know. So yeah.
Like what?
I don't know. There was some time when I just said that. Oh yeah, the stuff was in that video. That stuff was in that video. Like very odd videos, and that you already forgot about.
I rewatched the Hilbert Space video today, and actually it's pretty good. I do remember it being much worse.
You end up hating your videos for no reason when you publish it.
That's just the creative process. I don't make the rules on that. Is this the one? No, that's not. I lost the note. Yeah, I can't find it. There's one that's really similar, but it's not quite it. Or is it it? No. Yeah, I can't find it. What a shame. It was fun. I don't think it was on my phone notes. I think it was a piece of paper. I wouldn't bite into one of these. Well, I don't know if they're into that. Why not? Well, you could say I am thinking of another beer. That would also prove that you could still think. No, I mean it is incredible because when you're drinking, then it really does feel like there is this limbo moment on the very beginning where it feels like your peripheral nervous system is affected, but the central nervous system is just fine. And then you just slowly lose control over your body, but like you're still in there and able to process it perfectly fine. And it's an incredible moment where basically it feels like you have just there's a delay. You can move your arm and there's just a delay between when it moves and when you want it to move. That's an incredible thing. Or the point when you're actually so drunk that you're starting to have blackouts, you're no longer remembering things. Or even the next day when you wake up, oh, that's an amazing... Like, hangovers never really bothered me. Because what an amazing sleep you can get. I'm probably not being a responsible streamer right now, am I?
No, you're not.
Ah, fuck it. I'm gonna tell you how it is. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. Make it, why are you describing being stoned? I've never been stoned in my life, funny enough.
Yeah, you just chug neurotoxins. Very, like, that's why I don't drink. It's literally like chugging neurotoxins. It's like biochemically, it's very much a neurotoxin, and like I just don't understand why anyone would have this great idea to
A good
just
friend
chug
of
it.
mine.
Like,
A good.
it buggers my mind.
A good
I
friend.
genuinely don't understand.
A good friend of mine had a saying, which is basically everything is for people. It's a really great saying because what it basically meant is that if someone wants to do something, then why not? Let them do it. If they actually want to do it, if it doesn't harm anyone else, if they understand the consequence, let them do it. And I can tell you, when it comes to being drunk, when it comes to being high, a lot of people just are ready to take that. They're ready to take the risks, they're ready to take the downsides, because the upside is worth it. Maybe chugging neurotoxin, but as I mentioned, hey, would you rather live a long and miserable life or a short and exciting one? I'm not saying that is the only right way to live, but all I'm saying is that it's not the wrong way to live.
Like, I don't like I don't go around telling people to not drink if they are like adults. Obviously, I like I wouldn't tell like underage people to drink, obviously, but like I don't go around telling people adults to not drink. But like it's something I genuinely do not understand.
As I mentioned, it's just for some people, the sacrifice is worth it. The uplift you get, it's something. Drinking stream. That's just. Have you not seen my. Have you not seen my live streams? Have you never fallen down naked? You fall down, you can touch the F is big rock, you get stoned. Actually, I've never fallen down in my life. I have impeccable balance. I absolutely hate the delay thing. I don't enjoy losing control of my body. I love every single aspect of it. Even the negatives. Well, except for one. The whole, like, health thing. And monetary cost as well. It's kind of expensive. It's not a cheap hobby. Nitrous would be fun if it wasn't illegal and expensive. Why does nitrous have to be illegal? That's just big anti-fun police. Honestly, I don't understand that. Why do we need to regulate? I'm sorry. I would like to have my right to harm myself whenever I want. That is my right. Bodily autonomy. I want to be able to reach into my cabinet, alright, drink 3 liters of dish soap, and then go to sleep for the night. Because we live in the United fucking Europe, where I wake up every day, I sing Ode to Joy 3 times, okay, I salute, I hold up the flag, a single tear runs down my cheek. And I think we should have that right. If I want to drink paint, so let there be. Zero survival instincts. No, it's also not a cheap hobby. We're 40k. A lot of hobbies aren't cheap.
Comedian, that's very true, and that's why I don't understand the entire thing. You're like correct.
As I mentioned,
that's why I will never understand it.
Some people just don't care about health.
Okay, but
I
like,
can relate.
Brain,
I can relate to that.
I know that you don't care about damaging
yes.
your liver, but like it damages your brain and you like your brain.
Yeah, I do care about damaging my brain. Yeah, that's true. However, for a lot of people, they don't. Because for them it's just not worth it. Being mentally capable and suffering just isn't worth it for them. Which, once again, choice I may not relate to, but I understand. It's hard to argue. Make it, you're talking like an American. Yeah, that was the joke. That was the bit. Just doing the European pride.
Also, Theo, I've been meaning to ask, but conversation diverged. You said that döner is Turkish German, but my very, very limited knowledge on history doesn't tend to recall when Germanic and Turkish people met outside of the Habsburgs and the Ottoman Empire fighting. So
I don't think all German.
I was wondering.
I don't think all German people, I don't think all people have to meet for new cuisine to be created. I think it just takes one person, possibly two.
I mean, I was just. I mean, I was just. 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 I was just wondering where, how this food came to be.
Oh, hold on, but I
Is
have a...
caffeine a neurotoxin? Like, I know it affects is it a neurotoxin?
It depends where you draw the line. But hold on, Theo, you said L make it take. Oh, do elaborate. Well, if you're gonna say an L make it take, do elaborate which take it is exactly. Get a life, make it, don't destroy one. It's not that simple. Life isn't as simple often, okay? It's complicated. We should respect the fact that it's complicated. Average addict. No, don't retract that message. Don't retract that message now. No. I'm not in denial. You don't have to apologize, it's fine. Listen, an honest disagreement with a take of mine, I'm not gonna get upset over that. Don't worry. Every single time Theo mentions the donut, I read it with a B and it changes the message dramatically.
Okay, cool. Thanks.
Someone I knew and dearly respected, like very, whatever you want to like, but yes, you shouldn't recommend it to others who don't know yet the disadvantages of drinking. I'm not recommending it. I'm just saying that we should respect the choice.
Okay, that's understandable, but like you were glazing the alcohol high for like minutes without mentioning any of the downsides, and
Yeah, because we started with the downsides. I didn't feel like repeating them. I feel like repeating the downsides would ruin the joke.
We barely mentioned the downsides before that. Like, we touched on it, but...
Carmen, remember when you had your little rant about how you don't understand how people can take something that's a neurotoxin, and you don't understand how people take literal poison? You remember when you had that little rant?
Yes, that was afterwards.
It was afterwards and beforehand. The neurotoxin was afterwards. The poison was beforehand.
I literally didn't say the word poison.
You said poison themselves.
No, I said chugging neurotoxin. That's what I said. I didn't say the word poison at all.
Okay,
at least not on this stream.
Then what word did you use before you said neurotoxin? When you said I don't understand how people can blank.
Chug neurotoxins.
Yeah, but before you started mentioning it as a neurotoxin, like 20 minutes ago.
I only ever described it as a neurotoxin.
You seem like a nice guy. Any person seeing you talk about liking drinking will think, if this nice guy says it's nice, it's probably nice. Okay, let me then give you my reason, if you are having such a hard time understanding it. Please sit down and... No more jokes, let's get serious now. Jokes aside. A while back, I knew a person whom I dearly respected. I would argue it might be the person I respected the most out of the entire world, right? And the thing is, they really fucking like drinking. Like, really. They just loved the idea of being intoxicated. And yeah, they were fully aware of the downsides, the health risks and such. But the thing is, they just didn't care about their health. That is not because they were idiots. That is not because they were in denial. That is not because of any of these reasons. They just didn't care much about living a really long life. They wanted to enjoy their life. And that was their motivation. And the thing is, to me, that was the single bravest act someone could make. Saying that, basically spitting in the face of death and saying that I don't care about it. I'm gonna live my life the way I want to. I'm not gonna make trade-offs simply for the sake of being here in 3 or 4 decades. Because that is meaningless. That is the reason why I actually can respect people who drink a lot. And I can respect people who trade away their own health. That's not to say that that's, in my opinion, the only way to live. I personally don't really drink much. The whole bit of being drunk is just that, a bit. The bottle of whiskey is sitting half empty as it is since I moved into this apartment. And that encourage you to drink? Absolutely not. Whenever we went out, they would get drunk, I would be sober. Hence why I'm saying that I don't really have much of a problem sticking around people who are drunk. And that is what I want you all to understand. Drunk people, they don't have to be idiots. They don't have to be in denial. They don't have to be addicts. They can just be honest. That's a suboptimal life choice, better choice. It's not suboptimal. That's the thing. It is not suboptimal. It is only suboptimal if you want to live a long life, which fine, you can. If you want to, you should. Good for you. But not everyone does. And that's enough of me getting serious, because honestly, it is unbearable to be serious on stream. Jesus fucking Christ. You got me to spill the JFC, and you know my opinions on all of these. They do not get along. Script, alright. X like this, Y like this. Each time you make a move, a new board gets created on the time dimension. So right here what we'll need is we'll need the chessboard to appear as we make the move. We need it to... fudge. In the 5D chess... In 5D chess, we have the arrows to represent the directions, which I cannot really make in a reasonable way. That will require me to do vector graphics, which is a bit rough. Fine, whatever. 0.7, just to reduce it in size. I don't like it when scales aren't integers. Or any value is an integer. It just bothers me. Now, how can we do it in a clever way? Let's have a thunk, let's have a thunk. We can have the board move down to the left. Then we can have the piece move upwards with an arrow. Oh no, we can have the board duplicate and then they move, and then we can have an arrow. Imagine the blunders, have a chessboard, evaluate the moves and lose your mind. Or maybe it's, I mean, listen, there's 2 rooks for a queen to pawn the bishop. It's a relatively equal game. I like to imagine, Theo, that the queen and the king hasn't moved since the beginning of the game. That's what I like to imagine.
Immoral, I looked it up. It's Wikipedia, so not the most solid source.
Ouch.
But I looked it up, and like it says that in coffee in high doses can induce anxiety, and like caffeine-induced anxiety disorder is a thing. But in a moderate dose, it actually reduces symptoms of depression. So it's like...
I mean, no fucking... Yeah, like, I mean, no shit that reduces symptoms of depression. Have you seen a depressed person, and have you seen someone just drunk a cup of coffee? Obviously it does. It's kind of hard to be low down when you're just jumping about and just throwing you like a ragdoll. Also, don't say Wikipedia not the most reputable sources. Piss off with that. Don't you dare smack talk my beloved Wikipedia.
I mean, it's good. Like, there's a reason I looked it up on Wikipedia. Like, or if I thought of Wikipedia as a trash source.
Moderate dose is less than 200 milligrams. Actually, the maximum recommended dose is 400 a day. Which, yeah, it is not a lot. I will agree with you, Moro. It is not a lot.
300 milligram can already cause anxiety.
Yeah. Timon, how many cups do you drink a day?
Depends. Like, today I drank like 1.5.
I mean, yeah, today you drank 1.5, but it's 10 in the fucking morning, isn't it? I feel like
Well, okay.
how long have you been awake? I drank 3 cups, but to be fair, I started drinking yesterday.
How much caffeine in a cup of coffee? Also, I know there's 40 milligrams in 1 cup, so I like, let's say I'm
40
around,
milligrams? How small is the cup? In a normal typical coffee cup, you have 150, 100 to 150. That's in a standard size coffee cup. Unless you're drinking, I don't know, an espresso, but even then, you would need to drink like a normal coffee in espresso size.
Wait, hold up.
Or espresso if you want it quick.
Okay, hold up. This is 100. What the decline?
I know there's 100 to 150 because a while back I had a bit of a problem with caffeine pills, so I kind of looked into that. And those numbers stuck with me because each of my caffeine pills was exactly 200 milligrams. Which means that the highest amount of caffeine I have gotten on a single day was a gram, which I think is a pretty funny number.
Okay, another source says like 96 milligrams.
Ugh.
But also we might be drinking different coffees because I brew it myself. Like and the thingamajig that you put on top of on the stove, like a stovetop coffee brewer, and that has
I don't
less
think type has
caffeine
too much to do with it. It's more the amount and the type. Coffee itself. I drink instant. I don't know how much that does, so let me check. How much caffeine do you have? So recommended is 15 grams per cup. I definitely do use more than 15 grams. I think this is decaf. Haha! Ha ha! You fools! You absolute buffoons! I think I've been drinking placebo. Call me an addict one more time, you absolute court jesters! I genuinely think this might be placebo then. Oh, you all must have taken such a big L. There are so many. Adrian, for example. Adrian is very dissatisfied with the amount of coffee I drink. They're gonna be thrilled to find out it was decaf. I'm not a caffeine addict. I am not. I'm not. Coffee addict is a maybe, but that's simply because of the mechanical fixture. Like, if I replace my coffee with tea, it will go the same way. I just need that mechanical movement of lifting a cup.
Then you can just drink water.
No, because it needs to be warm drink. And if you're gonna suggest that I drink warm water, then I feel like you need to be admitted to a mental health institution of sorts. The only place where it's adequate to drink a warm glass of water is when you're being tortured in an underground CIA facility. T as in T or testosterone? Well, I'll never say. That's for you to find out. Yeah, and all T as in T or testosterone, and all of a sudden the phrase "a self-made man" takes a whole new meaning. The only one water I would drink is soup or broth. That's a fair choice, but I wouldn't call it warm water. I feel like the meat and potatoes of a soup or broth isn't really the water. Pun intended. You're welcome. Or when it's 5C outside. You drink warm water when it's 5C outside, immoral. Oh my! A chill just went down my spine. No, I genuinely have this thing where I get chills a lot. And it really did go down my spine right now. Immoral, who had you? Ow, no, you poor thing. Hi Darash, how you doing?
Hello.
Still warm water. I could be freezing and I wouldn't drink warm water. I got a visa. Oh great, Ash, that's great. Wait, because I forgot which ones you were going for as your first choice. I imagine when you said visa, you meant first choice. Where to? To Germany! Oh, splendid!
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's good.
Hell yeah.
Good to hear.
So, okay, make it. I looked it up. 200 milliliters of coffee has 80 to 135 milligrams, which is
200 milliliters. 200 milliliters is like a starter. That's like what I put in the cup in order to. That's what I put in the cup to get the sniff. That'd be great for smelling.
Okay, then I guess I drink way less because 200 milliliters. I never like.
That's nothing.
No.
200 milliliters is nothing.
I don't think I've drink like.
I once made myself 200 milliliters of coffee. I spilled a drop, and all of a sudden, all of it was gone. The drop was all there was. Like when I put the kettle on with 200 milliliters in it, then the vapors itself is what carries all the water away. There's nothing left.
200. Okay, but like that's an entire
200 milliliters is what I leave in the cup when I'm finished with it. All right, that's just like nothing.
Like, okay, 200 milliliters is something I drink when I'm like having an insane amount of coffee a day. That's an insane amount for a day for me.
200 milliliters would be an espresso for me. Actually, how much is an espresso? Is it like 60 something, right?
Okay, so I'm glad to know that I'm not anywhere near the danger zone.
No,
that's
off.
Definitely good. How
small are your cups? I don't mean to make fun of you, but I will.
Okay, well, what I do is I put like 50 milliliters in a cup and then pour milk on it.
50? I mean, I've heard about like 4 children starving, but I mean... Oh, that's terrible. That's what I'm asking, yeah. No, let me blast you. If you drink it Starbucks like ratio with milk, you essentially dilute it more. Yeah. I find it funny that I need to check it, but it doesn't actually really. This is the same kind of coffee I've been drinking for a really, really long time. And the thing is, it doesn't say anywhere on the package that it has caffeine. But it doesn't say that it's decaf either.
But 200 to 300 milliliters is a mug.
Yeah, my goodness. You are really struggling, child, aren't you?
That's... like I imagine a little coffee cup worth
I've
of...
seen people drink vodka out of 200 milliliter shot glasses.
There's not a shot!
Yes, that's a starter. That's not even a shot.
But you're Slavic! Like I imagine when I say a cup of coffee, I mean those teeny tiny coffee cups you can see that are is filled with black coffee till the half of it, and then maybe someone adds a little creamer on top too, and that would fill up the cup. Like those amounts. That's one cup for me, and I put that amount in a mug, and then pour just dilute it with milk, and that's like if I put two two teeny tiny half cup worth of coffee that in one mug. That's when I say I drank 2 cups of coffee.
And who's now the addict trying to justify their addiction? Okay.
But I don't think that ever in my life ever added up to 200 milliliter. Maybe when I had really when I was on the absolute worst, crippling coffee addiction, that's when I had 200 milliliter a day.
Coffee addiction. That's not a coffee addiction, that's just drinking coffee. When I had a caffeine addiction, at my height, I used to take a gram of caffeine a day. Fucking hell, I tried to measure how much water my cup can hold. So what I did is I filled it with water, right? And then put it on a weight to weigh it. And I got an error because it's too heavy. I can't measure it. I don't really think I could actually measure it. Yeah, I don't know how much water my cup can hold. All my glassware is dirty, so I don't feel comfortable using it to measure, but as I could.
No, you can't.
Hold on, be right back.
Oh, dang it.
Okay. I've got here a comically large beaker. Not my biggest comically large beaker, because that's 3 liters large, that would be pointless, but my second largest. I'm wasting water, is what I am doing. Apparently my cup can hold 600 milliliters. So 200 would be 1/3 of my cup. It's nothing. Absolutely nothing. That is, honestly, that makes me sad. That makes me want to just fix injustices of this world. The liberal media got to you, Timon, and they shrunk your cup so that you wouldn't realize how little coffee you're drinking. Normal cup. It's a great cup. It's like it's a metallic cup. These are the best ones. So it's like the one where like this is the cup. It's a beautiful thing. I absolutely love it. It's been with me through all my life struggles, and I just love this little thing. It's great. It's perfect in every way. You can set it on fire. It doesn't mind. You can drink coffee. You can drink tea. Little do we know, make a drink of coffee out of a bathtub. I don't have a bathtub actually, Theo. I really don't. All I have in my bathroom is a sink, a shower, and like a weird dish for making soup. That's all I have. I have 2 medal cups. Alright, it's not a competition, okay? Get in line. Jeez. Just gonna try and one-up me with the 2 coffee cups. See if I get medal cups. Who cares about something? I don't. I'm feeling snackish, I really am. Most people who don't have bathtubs make it. I know, I was making a joke, which I am glad to, yeah. Which I'm glad that none of you caught, you know. It's great. Women also have 2 cups and are frigging metal. Up top, Theo, up top. Do you know why a mermaid threw out her seashells? I'm not even gonna do a punchline that I'm just gonna leave it there as an open question to the audience. Okay, what I need is a new collection. This, and then we'll have it go to the side with ideally an arrow being created in the middle. And if I give arrow I have a really small 100 milliliter medic. Oh no, okay, no, it's 100 milliliters. That's a shot glass. That's not even me joking. That's just a shot glass.
I mean, yeah, it is.
Yeah, 100 milliliter metal cup. Come on, mate.
That's literally what a shot glass is.
Yeah.
100 milliliter metal or glass cup.
Yeah. I know. I have them. Oh, I have those tiny cups made for espresso. I didn't even realize. Huh. No, well, the glass ones.
Oh yeah, an espresso guy. Yeah, that's what I was. Oh yeah, I guess that's what I was talking about. An espresso when I said tiny coffee cup, like it looks like a mug but smaller, and you put black coffee in it. Oh yeah, thanks Theo. Yeah, okay, thanks. I don't drink, so I don't know this kind of stuff.
But you clearly don't drink if you just drink 200 milliliters. Clearly you don't drink. I would say at the best you nibble. But I wouldn't say you drink.
Moral, a shot glass is the kind of glass that you drink the really strong alcohols from, like vodka or palinka.
Well, shot glass is when you want to be polite when drinking them. It's named as such because you don't drink in a typical fashion, only you take shots. Hi Rolo, hi!
Hello.
What are you up to make it? Oh, not much, just working on the video as always. You know how it is. It's a living.
$40 milliliters. Yeah, that was my that's what one. When I say 1 cup of coffee, I mean one espresso cup of yeah, 40 milliliters just sounds right about my guess of it being 50 milliliters. So
How do you
bye,
know?
Moral. Good luck.
See ya.
Yeah, that's what I meant by a cup of coffee, like that kind of cup.
Cup but baby. Yeah, that's not a cup. That's a cuppy at best.
And when I'm like at my worst, I drink 4 cups of that.
Oh, we have different standards. When I'm at my worst, I just stream. There we go.
4 cups of that is like 400 and what am I talking about? That's 160 milliliters, which isn't even, which is not 200 milliliters. So yeah. Okay.
Beautiful. Oh no, what is your problem? Oh. Splendid. Oh. I spent almost 9 hours today streaming. Or was it 10 at this point? I don't know. I feel like that's the way I can achieve more streams. I should just do shorter, roughly 2 hour long streams with breaks in between to eat and such. 2:33. Yeah, we're nearing a 9 hour mark. How did I am that? Making as a person racist enough. I'm sorry, what now? Well, you lost me very early on in that sentence. Enough to not be able to get dark thoughts. You didn't win me back. No, I thought that maybe I was misreading something, but you lost me early, didn't win me forward. I stayed back for a few hours and he's still going. Wake is going to feel this tomorrow. I'm gonna feel like when I do another live stream by that. That's the cycle. Historically, that's usually what I do. I usually like to take a break from 3 streams a day by doing 4 live streams the next day. Maybe I should spend sleeping then. No, I'm gonna spend, after the stream, I'm gonna go buy myself some snacks. Then I'm gonna snack on them. I'm gonna go to sleep, I'm gonna wake up, and I'm gonna do a live stream again. We've been there before, and we'll be here again. Kind of snacks. Cheap. The cheapest, preferably. I have to check once on the discount. There's a discount chicken, apparently. That's tempting. I did overlapping textures. Like a fucking amateur. I've acted like an amateur. Okay, we can't have that. I need to fix it. Fix it when I can. What I need to do in order to fix it is up it by a very insignificant margin. There we go. No more overlapping textures. But the bank account might have something to say about that. Ouch. Ouch, Olo, ouch. It hurts because it's not wrong. Let me check how the video is doing. Let me check on how the video is doing because I might be able to afford food with that video. Like, it might genuinely pay for my snacks. There we go. My snack is oatmeal and chia. What are chia seeds? Oh, what is that? KFC isn't what I call a snack, but what do you mean KFC? I didn't say KFC. I'm not going to KFC, I'm going to a store. In KFC they have a bit too much of a markup. I need the cheap shit. No, I was need to deal with my finances today.
Yeah, peas and carrots are just the best vegetables.
Well, best is putting it far, but they're not terrible. Tomato has potatoes. No, potatoes definitely win it. I was about to say tomato has a strong case, but that would be delusional. Potatoes win it. It's not even competition. You might have chicken under your breath. Yeah, but I'm gonna buy chicken from the store because it's on discount. It's half off. Half off chicken.
Potatoes are great because they have a lot of amazing forms, but in themselves they don't really have a much of a taste. But carrots and peas
I'm
taste amazing by
sorry?
themselves.
Timon, you better. Oh my goodness. You're just rage baiting people right now, aren't you?
I mean, you can just eat carrots and peas as they are, and they're gonna taste delicious. But you can't just like bite into potatoes.
Yes, you can. I've done it on many occasions. I do cook him first, but I suppose you don't really eat the peas raw, do you?
I mean, okay. Make it a genuine question. Did that come off as a yes or a no? A genuine don't know.
Did what come out as a yes or a no?
Me saying I mean.
As a yes. Oh. But I don't know if we're referring to the same thing. I just saw a comment I thought was really funny. Fiber maxing, good for you. I'm gonna get potato dinner later. Roasting them with onions and veggies, good stuff. I usually roast my potatoes with insults. It's a bit quicker.
Yeah, so I usually buy canned peas, which are obviously softer than raw peas, but I can just eat them out of the can. They're delicious.
Yeah, but they're cooked. They are in fact like... pre-cooked. I know because I also buy them a lot along with canned corn.
Yeah, I know, but like when a potato is just cooked and
it's still absolutely delicious.
That's a bit plain to me. Like potatoes are very good, like fried with salt, for example. Obviously,
fried without salt, they're still incredible. I don't have salt. Oh wait, no, I do have salt now. I still haven't opened it though.
Timon is the type of person to make someone mad just so they pin him again. What the Ash, get out! I'm like, no wait, you're a moderator too. I can't moderate you. Damn. Ash, get out! Ash, get out!
Simon would never say anything mean to Remco, just as Remco would pin him against the wall and do mean things to him.
I never said anything mean to Remco.
That's your defense. Well, okay. I mean, yeah, no. Well, you know what? I concede the point. You never said anything mean to Remco.
Okay, but to be fair, I did, but only as comebacks.
I could answer, but I do believe Ash will answer the others themselves, and I don't need to get involved. Canned food's yummy, as long as you wash the lid before opening. How can I wash the... like, you mean from the outside? I only wash it from the inside before opening. It takes a lot of skill, I do have to say. It's a very complicated operation.
Ash, is this your definition of merciful?
It's relatively tame, but by Ash standards, I would say. Could be worse. Besides, man's telling the truth. Can't argue. You really can't argue.
That I.
See, told you, can't argue. This is just how it works. Ash moving Germany while Timon moves to the Netherlands really feels like an elaborate chess move. How the good embarrassment of admitting them yourselves. Don't worry, Ash. We all do that to Timon. Don't worry. It's funny because it feels like Timon is the only person who's not aware of the fact that he's a bottom.
Please allow me to know where my G-spot is better than you know it.
What kind of fucking response was that? What was that supposed to do? I make wanna commit an en person. I might have been playing a knight, I'm gonna just jump over, that's it. You want pathogenic bacteria to get in your food after you break the seal. Pathogenic. What do you mean? First of all, I prefer you call them pathetic. I just feel like that's much better. But second of all, how do you develop your immune system then? I don't get vaccinated. I don't have time for that sort of thing. That's I just lick the can, the entire can, the outside, before and after. And that's better than vaccines. Sometimes I just go outside and eat random leaves I find on trees. That also helps. Lick the what? Well, the can. That's how you develop your immune system, Theo. Come on, you're acting as if you don't know this. You buy the can of corn, you lick the can, and there you go, you're big and strong. It's like drinking milk. Except milk is a can. Timon is adorable, in the same way a chihuahua without a sense of fear is. Like a dachshund, yeah. Or the Deutsch, what are the Dachshund? Is that the name? Weenie dog.
You mean Deutsch Hound?
A weenie dog. I don't like to pin someone's nationality on them personally.
People say I have like my IRL friends say I have big energy.
You have a what?
Beagle. Like my personality and my energy is Beagle.
Beagle. That's oddly specific. Hold on, which one is it? Beagle. No, that one. No. No. No, I don't see
Right.
beagles running around being high on crack. That doesn't...
And then you don't see beagles enough.
I don't see dogs enough. Where would you think I would see a dog?
Yeah, but I don't know. Like, I trust
don't
my
look like-
IRL friends. Like, I trust my IRL friends more because they, on one, like, first, they see like stuff like body language and stuff like that. On the second hand, I'm more like, I'm still like, I've been on online space for half a year only, and yeah, I'm all still, yeah. So English isn't my first language, so I'm just way more confident IRL.
There's just something about you trying to defend yourself that's adorable.
This is the first time you called me adorable.
Don't get too ahead of yourself. I called your way of defending yourself adorable. I didn't call you adorable, right? Let's just, calm yourself.
Whatever, I take it as you calling me adorable.
I don't like people who try to be alphas. I don't like that sort of thing. And you really care about not being perceived as a bottom. And
I mean, I don't like. Obviously, I don't wanna like people go around and guessing and try and guess where my G spot is.
you see, that's
Like,
not the same thing, not really the same magnitude. Like, hyperbole doesn't really work for this sort of thing, because that kind of changes the meaning.
It's not
You
a
see-
hyperbole. That's being a bottom literally means whether you have or don't have a G spot in your ass. That's what a bottom means.
As someone as interested in language as you are, it is odd to me how little you understand about how language evolves. Do you know what a bottom... Well, you know what people are referring to when they say someone is a bottom?
Where the G spot is. Like, I think you might be confusing bottom with sub because submissive
People
might be
call
what you
subs
think.
bottoms, yes.
Yeah, but that's a misconception. Not all.
It is a
subs are
misconception, but
bottoms,
that's
and-
also what people call them. That's not... It may be a misconception, that's what happens.
That's a fucking misconception. Like,
It's
I don't,
not a misconception, it's a misnomer.
Yeah, but like, same thing. It's like
It is not the same
factually
thing.
wrong. It's factually wrong.
It's not factually wrong because language evolves. So, for example, me calling Timothy Chalamet a twink is a misnomer. It is not a mistake. Twink used to refer exclusively to gay men. It does not anymore because language evolves. Same thing happens with the bottom. Now, is me saying that Timothy Chalamet may be straight and at the same time being very open about what I would do to him a bit odd? Maybe. But that is for future historians to debate. That kind of argument should be settled in the halls of Congress, in a formal setting. So, Timon, would you be okay if we called you a sub then? If you're saying that your problem is merely with the bottom, would you be fine with us calling you a sub?
Theo, thank you, Theo. That's what I'm saying.
Still two different types of
types of
categories.
categories.
They are two different types of categories if you actually care about having sex with someone. Then they are. Yeah. But I feel like that's kind of implied, in my personal opinion. I do believe that when I'm talking to someone on Discord, it's kind of implied I'm not trying to have sex with them. Although, you would be surprised how often I need to repeat that to people. You can be one and not the other. Yes. But still, my question remains, Timon, would you be fine with us calling you a sub?
Probably not.
Why? Why then?
Make it, if you're so interested in my sexual preferences, we can talk about it in DMs, but not in publicly, please.
Alright, fine. Have it your way. Make it is the one person we all have Stockholm syndrome too. Yeah, that's what. Listen, it's not my fault. Like,
Okay, that's true though. That's why I'm here. That's why I'm still here.
That is true. I'm not gonna deny it. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and deny it. The thing is, for some reason, society is obsessed with toxic people. I'm hate the game, not the player. Alright? I can't change myself that much. I would no longer be make it. It's not my fault that you're consistent. Well, I mean, in a way, I am terminally online. I suppose that's kind of a part of it. However, whilst I am often online and I love interacting with you and chatting, falling in love with someone who is as emotionally unavailable as me, that's on you. Well, at the same time, I suppose it is the typical thing of toxic people, but there's nothing I can do about that, right? I do apologize. My formal apologies.
Who talked about falling in love? Oh wait, yes, Stockholm syndrome. Yeah,
Stockholm syndrome, yeah.
Shut up. Yeah, no,
It's the forbidden fruit sort of thing, which always fucking pissed me off. You know what's upsetting about the forbidden fruit? You know what's really upsetting? That the only people who benefit from forbidden fruit are those who pretend to be forbidden. Now, okay, you'll be my secret crush. I don't think you can say that publicly. That's feels kind of paradoxical. I don't think I need to be the first one to point it out that it seems a bit paradoxical to say I'll be your secret crush to me. I would like to listen. My goal is to be like Uncle Iroh for all of you. And the thing which you may find about Uncle Iroh is that he didn't fuck anyone in the show. Now, I know, it's subtle, but it's there. Okay. Didn't Iroh have a son? Allegedly, come on. In the show, alright? That happened outside the show. That died somehow. Iroh fucks and you can't convince me otherwise. No, Theo. Iroh could, alright? Iroh could fuck.
Iroh was definitely very much into the idea of fucking in the show. Probably he was the most into that idea.
Have we seen the same show? I'm sorry. To me, he was just going around giving people advice. What do you mean?
Yeah, and also
don't ruin my innocence.
Pretended to be hit by the paralyzing poison thing when the girl got hit by the paralyzing poison thing and fell on Iroh.
Yeah, well, he was just being a silly goose.
Quite a lot of horny moments, yes.
I like that he did fuck at least once. I suppose children are proof of that, aren't they? Kind of a giveaway, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah, exactly, Ash. Exactly. Also, there was a time with the ticket master lady who collected the tickets for the train to Ba Sing Se, and Iroh just started flirting with her.
Every dad is a motherfucker, technically. That's actually that Aristotle said that. Yeah, so was in his great works. And it's something.
My gosh damn autism got me thinking for half a second. Wait, hold up, Aristotle did not say that.
Ira's son being a dead giveaway that he fucks. Damn, brutal. That's how it works, yeah. It literally is. I genuinely do wanna be just like Gandalf type of character. That, you know what? When I'm done with this whole internet thing, when I finally decide to pull a Matpat or pull a Tom Scott, I'm just gonna grow a long ass beard and just walk around the entire world just giving advice to people. That's what I'm gonna do. Gone when you most need them. Need would be a strong word for what I do. Gone when... If I were to be gone when you most need them, then I would be gone years ago. I don't think I'm gonna reach that peak again. Returns 5 years later in a medical gown. No, I don't need to quit YouTube to do that. That's the path I'm headed on right now. I'm sorry, I just zoned out for a second. Right, make it. Live stream. Fun. Stuff. Yes, there we go. Okay. We have to move the boards. We have to move the boards to the side. Ideally, let's add 10 more frames because there's going to be a little bit more of them. And 1.7. And then around the active, we're going to do 0.7. Like this. That's what I do. Perfect, beautiful, splendid. Leaving the party, go flirt with Balrog. Oh, you can't tell me. Listen, men only want one thing, and it's fucking disgusting. And it is in fact to stand on a bridge and shout, "You shall not pass," to a fucking demon, alright? There is something about it, something like universal about that feeling. We've all been there. We all want to repeat it. Let's not hide that fact. It's not 8.6 because I checked the wrong coordinate. It's actually a 2.38. No, I didn't copy the thing. 2.38. Shall I give you a go? No, but you do need to answer my 3 riddles. You need to answer my 3 questions. First, what is your name? I just came back. Make it. Do you ever plan on attending a creator event, park and open source, etc.? I would. There is a part of me that really wants to. Really wants to. However, I've learned that life is about acceptance of oneself. And as such, I feel like I really need to lean into the whole, into the whole... I have a punchline, but I know I shouldn't say it. Let's go with the tame route instead of the punchline. I need to lean into the anti-social thing,
No, say the punchline.
No. You can't just tell me to do something and I'll do it. That's not how it works. What do you think I am? You're trying to tell me what to do. Don't tell me what to do. If I'll say the punchline if I fucking want to. I'm not gonna have some fucking Hungarian twink join on my voice channel and tell me what to do. I am coming friends for like second question, go forth. What is your quest? I like the big text chess. That's in case someone doesn't know what the video's on. E. Okay. Oh no. Oh no. I have an overlapping P in there. Fucking wonderful. I moved the rook before, right? So now we need the white. Queen. I like to keep it ambiguous which way the board is facing, so I'm not gonna move the pawns. I'm gonna move the queen. I like the idea of moving the pawn forward and turning it into a queen. That would be, well, let's just say it could shock some folk.
I'm gonna go make myself some dinner. I'll be back when I'm done with making myself some dinner.
Alright.
Until then, bye.
Yep. There we go. No, we got annoyed by 5D chess, so he's making a video on chess dimensions. I did, I really did, didn't I? I'm not upset at 5D chess, no. Because I think it's a creative game, it's really nice. I understand the choices. I do understand all the choices made. You're fed, ask away and leave. What is your favorite color? Golden star to anyone who gets the reference, by the way. Let's see how cultured you are. Make it, how is it possible that Timon makes himself dinner at 11 AM? I don't have a clue, David. I don't know. I don't know. Ask him. I woke up at 11. I woke up. I also woke up at 11, but I think we mean different 11s. Monty Pie. I am Theo. I know I may not mention it enough, but I want you to know that I appreciate you being here. And I want to say I value you as a person. And I am just glad that you join us as often as you can. And it brings joy to my heart. Me, I have been. And on that beautiful rhyming note, I think we're gonna end the stream. Because it's been a long day, my dear friends. It's been a long day for me. Tomorrow, I'm probably also going to do 3 live streams. Because, to be brutally honest, I don't know what else to do in my time. I don't think there is anything I can do with my time. So I'm going to go now, go to the store, buy me some food, have a nice nap, and then I will start my live stream when I wake up. You can expect it probably around, I don't know, Central European midnight, Central European first in the morning, and then we'll probably carry on with multiple live streams until tomorrow's morning. And for now, that'll be it. Thank you everyone so much for watching, and have a great day. Bye.